Hey everybody, how's it going? Testing. Let me know if the audio isn't coming through. Cause last couple times I've had the audio off. I'm gonna double check real quick. It looks like it's on, so hopefully it is on. But how's it going? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing today besides watching my stream? I know a lot of people like to watch streams and do other things. I know I like to. When I listen, I more listen to a stream than actually watch it. But yeah, how's it going? I more listen to a stream. Oh, I got it playing back actually. Hang on. There we go. Hopefully that fixes it. All right. Okay. I'm going to be doing some more development on cost working title. Probably either the environment or the end room, but I'll let you guys Dev. How's it going? How do you pronounce that? Moraine. I'm gonna say moraine. Let's do another poll though. Do a poll right here. We're gonna ask what to work on. What to work on. We've got a couple options. We could work on the environment. So here's the hey Ben Scott, what's good? You Gib, Carmen White, how's it going everybody? So we could work on the environment. It looks still like it looks better, but it looks a little dull still. We could add some decorations to the floor, a bit more style, pattern, I don't know. Add a little bit of lights to the world maybe. Yeah, lots of stuff. Or we could add stuff to the, how do I close this? There we go. Or we could add stuff to the end room, which is, it'll end up mostly just being UI, but it's all placeholder art right now. It's just a bunch of squares, kind of boring. So we could do that as well. So let me put that in a poll. Otherwise, what's good, everybody? What are y'all working on? We got Badman here. Only knows, waving with a pink hand. Ben Scott says, "What's good, bro?" He's the famed lurker. You don't have to lurk though. You can say stuff, but lurking is fine too. Don't feel like you've been labeled, Ben Scott. Excuse me. Still got my cough going on. Okay, let's see. In environment or end room, or we could do spawn animation. I just pulled that one out of my hat. There's a bunch of stuff that we could work on, to be honest. And if you see an option here that, or if you can think of another option that you'd like to work on, throw it up. Maybe we could work on that if nobody votes. But let's see. Start poll. Poll is now going. Hi, says Zom. Hey, how's it going, Zom? Ben Scott. Think it's funny, eh? Well, I mean, I lurk sometimes. I understand lurking. In fact, lots of streams I watch, I just kind of lurk. But yeah. So lots of stuff we can work on. And while we work on these things, we can just chat about whatever you guys want to talk about. Game design, the games you're making. If you want feedback on those games, I can't necessarily play them in this stream because I'll be focused on making my game. But if you just want to poke out ideas or talk through concepts or whatever, I am down to do that because I'll need something to talk about while I work on these. I can't say my narration of what I'm doing is always the best, but I don't mind talking about game design. It's always, I mean, it's what I do. I'm still working on my inverted clicker game, is what I mean. Oh yeah. Oh, I missed what you said before. I'm still working on my Starburst game. Oh, apologies ahead of time. If I missed some of your chats, I know last time I was streaming, I think just yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. Some people were getting upset that I was missing those chats. It might have been just one guy, but I don't know. Either way, I feel bad when I miss your chats. So sorry ahead of time if I do, but it can happen. What's the name of the game? The working title right now is Cost, K-O-S-T. It's just a word I made up. Apparently it means a bunch of stuff. I made that video recently. I don't know if you've seen it, where I talk about different types of game titles, and I mentioned this title, and I came up with the title because of the thoughts I had in that video, and it's just a made up word to me. But lots of the comments on the video were like, well, in my native language, it means this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so it means something in like 6 or 7 different languages. It means bone in like, I want to say German or something. And it means it's some kind of food in another language. I don't know. Been programming the same base program in Mano game for the past few hours, trying to drill home the base structure for sprites and what fields they need to calculate movement, angles, and shoot. That sounds horribly complicated. Past hour, trying to drill home the base structure for sprites and what fields they need to calculate movement, angles, and shoot. Yeah, that does. Maybe it's less complicated than you made it sound, but I've seen it. Made up words are funny. An interesting insight, though, from a lot of the comments, and me responding to some of those comments, is that sometimes when you name a game, the name of the game, well, like, almost never can you fail unless you name your game something that communicates what the game is not, right? So if you were to name your game like Archer Man, right? But then your game is actually about, I don't know, like it's a city builder, and there's no archers whatsoever, then you've definitely failed. That's how you don't name your game. Otherwise, almost any name can go, as long as it has something to do with your game, even if it's just vaguely related to the lore. Like Rust, for example. Where is it? I actually used Rust as an example in the game. Like Rust has nothing to do with the gameplay, except, I mean, there's stuff in the game that's old metal and it looks rusty. So it's kind of a stretch, but yeah. Hello, Master Artindi. Well, hello, Dusan. I mean, it's hard to keep up if there's too many chats going on, so fair enough. Yeah, it's true. I can't say the chat is the craziest place. I should be able to keep up because there's only about 20 people on average, so I should be able to keep up. It's not too bad, but every once in a while I get focused on what I'm doing and I miss them, and I do feel bad. What is Mono Game? Yeah, actually, I don't know what Mono Game is either. It's a framework for C#, pretty bare bones, allows for more control over the inner workings of the game. It's like a game engine, but for really smart people. Hey, sorry I'm late. Well, you're not actually that late. We've only been going for, what? It says 21 minutes, but I don't think that's true. Also, I wonder, actually I gotta look. I wonder if there's like a limit. Right now it's telling me that I can only stream for an hour and 14 minutes. Is that a thing? Is there a limit to like my memory or something? Hang on, I gotta look. I can't actually show anything, but I gotta figure this out. Let's see. My narration is gonna go down dramatically as I'm working on stuff that you guys can't even see. So. Talk about boring. Instead, you can look at the games that I have in my library and see if you can guess which ones I don't play or don't play. You can probably see by which ones are installed, actually, or the ones in my favorites. So that wasn't a very good. No, I got plenty of space. I got 100 gigabytes free. I don't know. Maybe it's just pretend. It's YouTube saying I can only stream for another like hour. But I guess we'll find out when we hit the hour. We'll see if everything just crashes. I mean, it's okay. That's the other thing. I read sprites frequently. Like I'll be like, oh, I don't want to miss anything, so I'll go back up way too high and then read a comment that I've. Did I just say read sprites? Wow. It's a framework for lots to learn though. Yep. He's distracted. Angry face. Well, it's going to happen. Wi-Fi's been down for hours, but had to make a plan to say hi. Well, I'm glad you made it. Cyanite? That's actually a pretty cool name. I'm sure, like, once you figure out how to pronounce it, this sounds like a legit name. I'm glad you could come in and say hi, even if it's just for a moment. But stick around if you can. I'm going to call my next game Ronton Trails, the Sleuth of Enyos. I dig it. Mono Game is a spiritual successor to the framework that Stardew Valley was written in, called Exna. Cool. That's like the most fantasy-sounding name ever. Yeah, the one that you made up just now. Ranton Trials. Ranton Trials. Well, I don't know. When I finish my game, would you be willing to play it or any of our games in general, I would love to. I live streamed on Saturday playing your games. I played a couple games in particular, and then I switched to your games. I don't think I actually played anybody's game specifically. It was mostly like people saying, "Oh, I love this game on itch. Can you come play it?" And I was like, "All right, I'll check it out." And lots of them are pretty cool. Yeah, once Microsoft discounted Exna Dev, Monogame was created. Still lots of crossover with Exna syntax. Nice. This is very impressive, Ugib. I really hope you succeed with your project. It's an amazing project to accomplish. Also got Celeste for summer sale game. What did you end up buying? I ended up getting Bloons TD6 and Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. So kind of just older classic games, ones that I can be like, I got 20 minutes where I can play a game and then play a game. So that's what I got. We'll see if I ever play them when I have time. It seems like I've been prioritizing Factorio over all those. So there are some other games that I'd really like to get. I don't know if I will. It's on my wish list. There's a lot of games on my wish list on sale. Subnautica's $10, so I might get that. But who's got time to play games? We only got time to make games. Speaking of which, let's end the poll. Oh, actually, we'll give newcomers a chance to put in their feed on the poll. We'll give it another few seconds, and then we'll go. We'll see what we're going to work on. Right now, it's environment. 63% environment. I can't see what everything else is right now until I end the poll, but 63% want to see some improvements to the environment. So that's what we will do in just a little bit here. Probably, unless it flips. Looks like it's not gonna flip. Let's just end it. End the poll. Oh, some votes came in right as I was ending it. 64% say environment. Next is end room. Last is spawn animation. Nobody wants to see that stupid spawn animation. Forget that crap. All right. Let's do this then. So open a Sprite, the Steam library thing that I have the most hours in. Look at that. This means I'm a pro, right? If you spend 10,000 hours doing something, you're professional or expert. You become an expert, right? That's what they say. Let's see. Let's open the environment. So I kind of already made the environment have a little bit of variety. I'm in the wrong spot. It's under placeholder art. So we got the floor tile here. So there's a blank tile, which I just have everywhere because I was making those rooms quickly. And then I have all these cracked tiles. And if you put some of them next to each other, then it makes a crack in the seam. The other ones are just cracked wherever, you know. And they're actually already input as part of the floor tile set. And I can select them and place them where I will. Like that. So we could open up the, well, I guess it'd be course. So this is the first room. And this room is going to be reworked eventually. Why do I have a danger floor here? What the heck? Delete. Oh, I remember. I was helping somebody out in Discord. They're like, how do I do this? And so I was trying to show them by like just putting stuff into my own project. Yeah. Random stuff. Vincent Artindi, any other game dev? Other than game dev, what do you do in your free time? I do like to play games. Otherwise, I like to listen to music. I don't like to go outside. Like people talk about touching grass, but grass is where spiders and other bugs live, and grass is exposed to the sun where you could get sunburnt. I don't like going outside. It's not my friend. Nature. It's evil. I really like reading books. I really like watching movies with my wife. I like to do lots of fun stuff. I don't know. That was definitely distracting. Kudos to you. Excellent question. Send us your OC. Wait, I missed a bunch of stuff you're talking about. Maybe not. I didn't miss that much. Bloon Tower Defense 6 is one of my fave mobile games. I don't play it on PC usually. Yeah. I've played some of the Bloon games on floor tiles. Let's just shake it up a little bit. Let's add some of these in here. I played some of the Bloon games on on mobile before, and when you start doing like infinite mode, it very quickly becomes oh, let's put that in there. It can very quickly become a slideshow, especially if your phone is a really crappy one like I had. So it's, yeah, it can be. So anyway, I thought I'd try it out on PC because I cannot multitask. Can you tell? Anywho, I thought I would try it on PC so I could see if it would run smoother. Look at me. I keep starting the same sentence over again. Flexer, dang, I didn't know Steam had Ace Bright. Oh, it does, yeah. I love it. So I can keep track of how many hours I've had it on in the background. Okay, so we got some random scratches in the floor now. Adds a little bit of variety. I was thinking about adding grass, maybe. Some grass I could poke through, or even just like some overgrown bits, you know. We could experiment with that. I was also thinking about adding just like some pipes on the floor, just some extra variety. You guys have any hot ideas for what we could do to make this place look better? That is the advantage of having a stream going, is people got ideas. I'm not always the best with ideas. I'm not bad at telling if an idea is a dumb idea, but I am good at coming up with the ideas to begin with. The percentages add up to 99. Just rounding, but I guess. You should add oil stains on the floor. Oh, that could be good. Why do we need to spawn stuff? Why does it not just appear from out of nowhere like it does in real life? Why do we need to spawn stuff? Good question. What type of music? Oh, also a good question. I've been really enjoying, there's this, what's it called? Oh, maybe I forgot to turn on any music for the stream. I talked about it that one time with Fairly, and then I never actually got music going. Here I am just playing the game. There's a musical concept album called Epic. It's based on Odysseus. What's that old book called? I can't remember. Anyway, Odysseus, the Cyclops story, all that stuff. So he's making some dude is making a musical concept album, and it's really cool. There's going to be another portion of it coming out on Independence Day, and I'm excited for that. But I don't mind that kind of music. Otherwise, I like soundtracks of movies a whole lot, or other just music. It has to be thoughtful music where like you listen to it and it's like, wow, there's something deeper here for sure, and then I can spend hours analyzing it and figuring out what it was that the creator was intending to communicate in the music. I love that kind of stuff. Okay, oil spills. Let's try that, and then I'll keep trying to keep up with the new. Let's just go with that size. It's probably too big. Let's do 64 by 64. Do a little oil spill looking thingy here. Speaking of music, my OST video dropped, and it samples the Amen break. I don't know what the Amen break is, but it sounds cool. It's awesome when you can release something to the public. So do you think the oil should be black maybe? That might be too dark and contrasty, but maybe if we just go like an off color like this. And I'm just gonna make a smudgy looking thing. We might need to have a couple different shapes and sizes of this oil spill, but let's try this out. Save as test oil spill. It's the test for now. When we get something more official, we'll save it for sure. Save. Let's just drop it into the scene. Oil, test oil spill. Oh, what do you think? No, that's not bad. It just has to be on the right Z layer. It can't be above the player, but that's not bad. If we got like a couple of those, and if we actually, oh, let me try another one out. Let me try it. New. Let's do like 96 by. What is it? 48. Let's try this. Oh wait, I want it to be the other way. 96 by 48. Or not 48. What is it? 64. My bad. Okay, and then the same color, we're just gonna do this like so. Make it look like it was next to the wall and it spilled out a little bit, you know. Like that. Save that as test oil spill 2. PNG. There we go. Save. Let's put that one in and see how that looks too. I want to put one against the wall. I made it flat like that. Drag it in here. And just put it right. One over like that. Let's check it out. Broken gears on the floor. Ah, broken gears would be good. Bubbling acid floor. As long as it doesn't look like it's going to do damage to the player, I think it should work fine. Broken gears could be cool. Something to break up the tile repetition. Maybe consoles or something. Maybe something you can hide behind from lasers and whatnot. I do have some small walls. I didn't want it to be too restrictive, but we definitely do want to break up the floor a little bit. I think that the oil spills help a little bit. I do like that. I do like the gear idea. We'll have to try that. I don't know about stuff that sticks up and blocks the player movement as much though. Although being able to hide behind it for things, destructibles would be cool actually. Kind of like in what's that bullet game? Enter the Gungeon. There's a bunch of stuff that you can hide behind initially, but then they break as soon as they get hit. So they can save you from one hit. But my game isn't quite exactly the same, so I don't know. It would be fun to have destructibles that don't actually block anything, but if they do get hit, then it adds a little bit of chaos, you know? Let me try to catch up with what everybody's saying. Iliad, yeah, that's the one. That's what I was talking about. The Iliad. There's two books, though. There's the Iliad, and then there's another one. I can't remember what the other one is. But the Odyssey, that's what it is. Hey, it just came to me. So he's making a musical based on the Odyssey. It's dope. Broken Gears on the Floor. The Amen break is the most sampled drum loop ever. Oh, cool. I probably should know that, but I guess I don't. I guess I don't make that much music. I made a cool track for my inverted clicker Starburst game, and I'm not going to release it yet. Just teasing us with it, huh? Why does the oil look like a shadow to a pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies? Let's probably change it up then. I think we could make a whole sprite sheet actually for decorations. We'll keep testing them out in this area, but then if we make enough of them, then we can put it on a sprite sheet, add the sprite sheet to the game, and then make it into a tile set that we can just click up, bleh, do a bunch of clicking and add it all to the game and make the game look pretty. That way we don't have to import one sprite at a time. We can just add the tile set to every single one of these sections. What am I doing? Add a tile set to every single one of these sections, and then we can just quickly click and decorate. It'll be awesome. Who mentioned me? Oh, I don't know. I made a cool track for I'd read that. You could make Jaleco. Hey, I haven't seen you for a while. How's it going, my bro? You could make the whole game genre out of yeah. You could make a whole genre out of the Amen break. I believe it. Why does YouTube highlight the word zombie, indicating my name? I don't know. Is it your name? I'll refer my new games as my sick game. Remember that so that you don't get confused later. The SIC. Okay. Colored pipes on the floor. Well, colored pipes would be a good idea. I think that might work. Vincent, yeah, that sounds good. Oh wait, make a scaffold floor over a bubbled sea of acid, perhaps. Oh, that could work. So it's like, this is not dangerous because this scaffolding is here. I kind of like that. Well, actually, here, we'll start writing ideas down. How about we do that? That way we're not going back and forth. Let's open this thing. Here's my idea board. Okay. Ideas for level decoration. Okay, we got, let's see, what was it? Oil. We're kind of already doing that. That's all right. Gears or other mechanical debris. What was it? Scaffolding. How do I spell that? Scaffolding. It's probably wrong. Yep, it's wrong. Good thing we got spell check. Spell check for the win. Oil, gears, scaffolding. What else was there? You guys, colored pipes. Pipes. I don't know if the color will be dramatically different because we don't want it to look like it's something more than decoration. You know, you kind of want it to blend in, you know. Other Vincent. What? Is that your alt account, Vincent? For my colored pipes, floor bubbling acid, make destructible oil canisters. Destructibles are a potential. Oil canisters could be good because then we could just add the spill. Well, that'd be animation. We want to avoid adding too much work here. We're just decorating. No scope creep. But destructibles are a good idea. Destructibles, maybe they're a good idea. We'll see. Because also I don't necessarily want anything to distract from the opponents and enemies, right? There's no spell check for this word. I can't spell destructibles. How did you spell it? I'm going to just copy that and put it in here. Destructibles. There you are. Oh, no, you can't spell either. Look at that. Oh, it's just the S on the end. Maybe you can spell. Destructible stuff. We won't say destructibles. Apparently that's not a word. Your Venom. That was always my name. Don't know why I got the idea, but maybe some small canes on the floor. What do you mean canes? Like candy canes? It's not my alt. Destructibles. What if I made a cameo in this? Do it. Cans. Cans could be good. Maybe just some garbage. We could just put like garbage. Cans. Oh, I posted it. Garbage. We could make some like plants growing through the corners. Plants growing in cracks, maybe. Make it look just a little overgrown, right? Oh, wires. We could do wires like hanging out of the walls or something. Or we could, maybe we could make one of the plates like tilted, you know, it's like popped up and then there's wires coming out from underground. That could be cool. Broken / removed floor tiles. Any other hot ideas? Got to go in 4 minutes, by the way. Exactly 4 minutes. What's happening in 4 minutes? It's going to be 3 o'clock my time. What would you be doing at 3 o'clock my time? Probably going on a date, right? Going on a hot date. I know it's true. That's what you're doing. If anyone could have a cameo, it's me. Hey, another donation from Real Fars. Why, thank you, kind sir. I'm telling you, he's got some like some deep plans going on. This guy's thinking ahead or something. He's got something up his sleeve. I don't know what it is, but I mean, add us to your game for helping work on it in the form of Easter eggs. I'm not sure how I'd do that. You'd have to give me maybe on some of the like end screen art. I could fit you in there somehow. But that would be a thing where you'd have to be watching while I'm working on that. Whatever it is, whatever it ends up being. Or maybe like the main menu, right? I could make some art for the main menu or something. But while I'm working on that art, you have to be in stream and say what it is that I can put in there to represent you, right? But that would be for a later day. But that could be cool. Lights hanging on wires from the ceiling. That's a good idea, except there is no ceiling because the camera's on the ceiling. And on our stream on Saturday, actually, we played a game. I forgot what it's called. But the ceiling was part of the parallax layer, and it was a top-down game, and it was so annoying to me. Um, like it was kind of cool, but the coolness got old really fast because it was just in your face, and you could not see the ground, and so I don't know. It's parallax layers with a foreground. Is that what it's called when it's closer to the camera? The foreground parallax layers should not obscure the view of the player, and if they do, it should be briefly and not when it's important. So, and most all the environment in my game, it's just constant fighting, so it's kind of important all throughout. Specifically 99 cents. That is that is the smallest amount you can donate, according to him, on a phone. So that's why it's 99 euro cents. I think that's euros, but it's funny though, because every time I stream, he's made a 99 cent, or well, it used to be $1, but he'd make a little donation like that every single time I stream, and it's some devious plan I'm sure he has over the course of many years. And we'll find out. I hope many years anyway. Then I can get $1 every time I stream. Like, it's great. But we'll find out one day what his plan is, what his evil plan is. Maybe I don't think that much. If you start streaming hourly, you will drain. Oh, I could do that. I could just start a new stream every hour, and then I'd make like. See, if I did a 24-hour stream, I'd make $1. But if I did 24 streams, all one after the other, in one day, I'd make $24. See what I mean? Way better. Make cameras. Cameras? Oh, like on the ceiling? Is that still the ceiling idea? Map papers on the wall? Map papers on the whole, putting stuff on the wall would be difficult because the walls are kind of weird, but we could try it. We could maybe try that. Let's add that. Wall decorations. I'm not sure what they would be. Okay. Got it. Got to leave. See you later. Bye-bye. Other Vincent. Catch you some other time. Leave. It's time. Go now. Get out of here. Gotta go to your hot date. Can't be late. Add 57 unskippable cutscenes like a good AAA game. Ah, yeah. What was the game I played the other day? It was actually a couple months ago. Death Stranding. It was like an hour and a half before I could even play. I was just watching freaking cutscenes for an hour. Like, I counted. I was like, all right, when did I start playing? Because it was in the evening. I was like, okay, I'm going to just play a little something before I go to bed. I was like, why not play this game? And then it was like hour and a half, and then as my bedtime, I was like, wow, I just watched a movie instead of played a game. Okay. It was still interesting, like, and the game's pretty good once I actually finally got to it, but still, crazy. Make a bot that starts a stream every millisecond so you can get 99 cents per millisecond. Ooh, that'd work pretty well. Except he has to also have a bot that would keep up with that, so I don't know if it'd actually work. Other Vincent, nuh-uh. I don't know. Bye, Other Vincent. Camera on the wall or corners? Maybe. We can experiment with that. Maybe some camera. I'm not totally in love with the idea, but I'm not totally against it either, so we'll have to see. Montana, he says. Yes, I don't know. What about it? I had an ex-girlfriend who, I think her middle name was Montana, if I remember right, which was interesting. Imagine speedrunning that game, though. Which game? This game? Spikes that go up and down. Well, we're not adding any dangers. Right now we're just adding decorations, only visual decorations. So no elements that could change or alter gameplay, only visual decorations and appeal, that kind of stuff. Just had my brain, oh, I thought you said brain details, my bad. I just had my bank detail, I just hand my bank details if you stream that often, but you have to pay me a fee first to see if you are worthy. Nice. If I stream like every few milliseconds. Eyes on cracks on the wall. Just eyes. Just plop them on there. I thought you had to go to your hot date. What are you doing here still? Old technologies like box TVs and VHS tapes on the floor. Now we're getting into like some lore type stuff. Yeah, maybe we'll work with this for now and see what we do. Okay, we already did oil. Let's draw some gears. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to draw a gear though, so we'll see what we can do. And what we're gonna do is actually just we'll make a new thing and we'll just make it really big. We'll do like 600 by 600. That's really big. And then we can just draw whatever we want here and then copy paste them into smaller sprites to test. Moderating your server has become very hard recently. Oh, has it? I'm sorry. Just ban them all. Ban them all, Rob. Ban them. What are they doing? I've been a bad boy and haven't been on my own server for a few days. I feel it's a little bad. Who pinged me an announcement? It was me. What? Oh, I think that guy's just being silly. He's a little dramatic sometimes. He might be on stream. I think he's on stream. He should be on stream. He's usually on the stream. I don't know. Might just be. Yep, ban them all. Drop the ban hammer. I just randomly disappear after 11 p.m. 11 p.m.? It's only 3. Just kidding. I know about time zones. All right, let's draw a gear. I don't think it should be the same color as the... I'm going to take this color and then just go up a little bit like this. So it's still kind of that green color. Try to fit it on a 16 by 16. It probably should just be a circle, right? Circle. Oh, that could work. Let's see. Go full Minecraft villager. Does that look gearish? Looks like a gear. Okay, now we'll go just a little bit grayer. And then we'll do a little bit darker. Add a little bit of shade to this thing. Turn these back off. Even had to time out a guy for 5 minutes because he spammed. Uh-oh. Yeah, just give him like just a little warning, I suppose, in a DM or something. Just be like, yo, dude, we don't want to ban you, but you gotta chill, gotta relax. I should actually probably try to be more active on my own Discord server. With all this streaming, okay, see what happens is I stream here, and then I finish streaming, and then I collapse on the floor because I'm an introvert. And talking to all you people gets me to do a lot of work, but it also totally exhausts me. So, what palette are you using? I made it up. I'm just using whatever colors I happen to find, and then hopefully it works. Not the best idea. It's probably a better idea to actually pick up. Maybe a copper actually would look good. Like if we just change the color. Let's try this first. I'm going to copy this. We're going to go new 16 by 16. Paste that in there. We're going to save this. Save as gear as a PNG. And we'll see how this looks in game. Let's see. I think we need, okay, that's like a single gear. We need a little bit more variety than that. It needs to be like a couple gears. And it's way too lined up. It's lined way too up. It has to be a little off, like it fell there, not like it's a part of the environment, like that. That works, but we need variety. You shake it up. Let's make a big gear now. Can make it that big. Do 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 do. See, now I have the songs from that musical the concept musical I was talking about stuck in my head. because I thought about it and I was like, oh, I love that music, and now I'm singing it. Oxidized copper. I think, yeah, this would be oxidized copper, but maybe some brown ones, like just normal a singular lollipop. Excellent idea. Minecraft villager. That's what I was yeah, I was kind of pretending to, or whatever you'd call it. Okay, how's that? Is that another gear? That's another gear. I think so. Let's add a little bit of that shading stuff to it, and I'll try to keep up with chats while I can't look at where I'm drawing and at the chat at the same time. Add your logo to one of the tiles. Ooh, that's a good idea. Sneak my logo in somewhere. I might could add it in to the actual feature that will be in the spawn room. There'll be some kind of platform or something that you actually spawn on, and I think that would be cool to have it like as part of that somehow, just a little teeny detail of decoration, you know. So a hot tip, maybe I'm the only one who does this, but I like to have my right color, because you can select multiple colors, right? So you can right click to do this and then left click to do this. My preferred thing to do is to have clear be my right color. That way when I'm detailing, if I accidentally draw somewhere I'm not supposed to, I can just delete it right away. And I don't have to switch to my my eraser tool, which I guess is just E. It wouldn't be that hard to switch, but I just messed it up, right? But then you have to press B and go back. It's way faster to just right click. And that's just my personal opinion. You could give it a try, see if you like it as well. Just what I do. Oh my goodness. Okay, we gotta turn on some music because the song's stuck in my head and I can't actually turn it on and listen to it because it's probably gonna get me copy struck. So let's see. Let's go to YouTube and find some copyright-free music. Copyright-free game music. We could do 8-bit. We could do this one. I think this is the one that that Fairly listens to. Let's just do that. We'll copy Fairly. Fairly's a cool dude. Start it up here, turn on the volume, and turn it down like a lot. Can you guys hear that? Is that good background music? Does that make it feel like there's a little bit more vibe? If I stop talking all of a sudden, it's like, oh no, he's still there. Doesn't look like it's paused, right? Doing its stream music job. Oxidized copper bomb craters. Ooh, maybe some like burnt tiles. Let's add that. Burnt tiles. Edit. Bomb/burn damage. Let's add that. Balloon Tower Defense 5. Is that what this song is? I don't even know. Let's see, it probably says it. Kef Petrov. No, this is all going to be like Nintendo music. I don't know if Balloons is Nintendo. Anyway, let's keep drawing this. Oh, gear's done. Nailed it. File new. 32 by 32. Copy that in there. Save as large gear. This is all just the temporary sprite folder. We'll add an actual sprite sheet once we determine what stuff looks good. Let's drop this in here too. That's not bad. This looks like a dog head though. Holy cow, it's a dog with an earring and a necklace. That is amazing that I drew a dog so perfectly. Look at that. It's a dog. I made a dog. This is a dog. Oh, what the heck? made a dog. It's a dog nose. Dog mouth. The ear. Eye. Collar. Look at that. It's a dog. Add some vents. That's a good idea. Anti-generic games. Nice name. Okay, what have I missed? Blue Tower Defense Fat Wii series music is always an option. That's kind of what this sounds like, actually. Probably because it is Nintendo. I don't know if maybe there's just like one guy at Nintendo who. Oh look, I could watch my own live stream. There might be like just one dude at Nintendo, and he makes the music for all Nintendo games. That'd be funny. Turn it down just a little bit more. You guys can still hear it, right? Is that down too much? I don't know. I can always turn it down just on my own end. For my ears. I have a little knob on my headset that lets me turn it down. Look how perfectly I drew that dog. Well, okay, this is a little off, but that's quite the oil spill. It's amazing. Yeah, we'll end up making different oil spills, I think, when we're done, so it doesn't look like, you know, Plants vs. Zombie shadows or dogs. Okay, I do like the gears. What was that? Somebody just put out an idea and I forgot to add it in here. Vent is what it was. Vent's a good idea. Vent. Do like the vent idea. Hey guys, it's me, Silly Rick. And for those who don't know, calc is short for calculator. Excellent. I was wondering that just the other day. I was like, what is calc short for? But thank you. You saved my bacon there. Watch the live stream. Watch my own live stream? I don't know. It's just going to be Inception, right? It's just be an echo. You're just going to get an echo. Hi, guys. Yeah, it's just me watching my own live stream. I get an ad. I'm going to just watch this ad, get myself some money. What is this, Valorant or something stupid? Anyway, I'm probably just going to get copy struck for watching that ad, though. Not watching myself watch the ad. Okay, yeah, we're done. Get copy struck over and over again for watching the ad over and over and over again. Anyway, let's move this up out of the way and keep working on this. Were there any other hot ideas that I missed? I think the robots could explode into debris that you could kick around. That would be a good idea. I do like that idea, actually. Artindi in the chat? It was me. I was watching my own stream. I could just chat here, but I mean, and for those who don't know, I read that. Keep it as an Easter egg. The dog. I think the robots could explode into. I read that too. Bacon, where? Over there. Go get it. Whoa, this is trippy. Oh yeah, where it was like fading into oblivion. Oh, everybody's saying hello. What would you answer? Depends on the question. That's cool. That ad needs to be played over. Needs to be paid over time. Yeah, love me some streamception. You guys were, most of you were here when we joined Fairly's stream. I was watching his stream on my stream, and then we're like, "Hey, Fairly, come watch my stream." And so we were watching each other's streams on our. Yeah, it was messed up. Turned into streamception for sure. Artindi, are you a robot? Well, I mean, that would be the plot twist, wouldn't it? So I can't answer that. I mean, like, what if I said no? That'd be what a robot would say, right? What am I supposed to say? I could overly logically analyze it, and that would also be what a robot would say. So anything I say, I mean, there's no answer I can give that would prove I'm not a robot, right? Would you rather hug a dog or a cat? A dog. I'd rather hug a dog, mostly because a dog statistically is going to be larger, so the hug will be more comforting. Because you have you know, you're not hugging like a teeny tiny thing. Also, statistically, cats have a higher chance of like clawing your eyes out because you hugged them. Depends on the cat though. Some cats are chill. So let's draw some more. Let's draw. Let's copy. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go like this. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna copy it accurately. And we're gonna make a new thing that size. I'm gonna fill this in. This was the wire idea. I'm gonna make one of these tiles crooked, I think. Oh, is it? It's not gonna work. I'm gonna make it work. It's gonna be amazing. Just wait. Oh, don't do that. You'll see, I'll make one tile crooked, and then we'll have some wires coming out from behind it. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna do this top tower. Top tower. Wow, I can't talk. We're gonna do this top one. We're gonna bring it down like this, and we're just gonna go whoop, whoop, oh, not that. Bring it down, and then go like this. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. I think. It probably has to be a 9x9 tile, doesn't it? Let's see. Probably doing this like this the hardest way possible, but we'll get there. That and that. Now I can bring this guy back up here. All this just for some oh, I left a bit behind. Snap. All this just for some wires to poke out, but it could be worth it in the end. Who knows? I could also make it a lot smaller, because all I need is like this much, right? And then if I just place the sprite in the right spot, then it works. It wouldn't be able to be part of a tile set, though. It'd be kind of a unique thing. Oh, people are saying stuff in chat. That kid is Dave, been a birdie. How long did it take to get cost to a playable state? Like a week or two. It was actually pretty easy. There's not that much in the game. To get to a playable state, I mean, like, I could play it as soon as I had the character movement in there. It just wasn't very fun because I didn't have much else. But to get it to where it is before we started decorating it, it was like a couple weeks. It really wasn't that much. Oh, come on, just stay after I do stuff. Enter. There we go. Okay, now we just need to make this the right color. Let's take that gear color because it seemed pretty good. Actually, no, it should be a different color, shouldn't it? Where the heck is that? It could work. Let's see. I think there should be like a layer like that. It'll be braced against. And that's gonna be darker underneath because there's darkness. Like this dark, except darker than that. Except maybe grayer. We'll go like that. So dark. Okay, and then this has to be not that color. It has to be like there. Oh, and right here. There. Perfect. It's all coming together. But now we can make some wires. We'll go like almost black, I think. There's not gonna be a whole lot of contrast. But the wires will like come out like this. And then curl. And maybe another one. And then we take a little bit of a copper color. Just add it to the end. like that. Looks like a wire. Am I right? Maybe? I don't know. Let's add one more down here too. Let's go like this. Take that copper inside bit like that. What do you think? What do you think? Be honest. I'm the worst. I went to read the stuff and then I didn't. Artindi, could you play my OST video, or is that too short and upbeat for right now? We'll leave this music playing, but I could check it out some other time, or if you wanted to put it on Discord, I could check it out. I don't know if I'll check it out on stream though. At least not this time. In one of your videos, you mentioned that pixel art takes years of practice. How long have you been doing it? Years. Like 5 years now. 5 or 6 years. Long time. I'm still not that good, so I stand by what I said. Artindi, do you remember write down the acid floor with planks over it? I did. I wrote it down just as scaffolding. Hopefully I remember that. Here, we'll make sure. Scaffolding. A grate of sorts over some liquid. Potentially acid, maybe just water, I don't know. It won't be very bright, whatever it is, so great, we're going to say great. We're going to pretend I know how to spell. There we go. Pretend with me. There could be black hole with eyes peeking out. Never done pixel art. See, I just like skipped over that. I think it's funny. It's a cool idea, but yeah, we're not going to do that. Never done pixel art, but I know it's super easy because it just squares. It's so easy. Yep, it's like squares. It's so easy. Anti-generic games, what would fit? That would fit in well. Yeah, layer underneath should be concrete. Maybe it should. I was figuring if the tile is accessible, then there'd be some kind of space underneath there. So that's why I drew it kind of dark like that. But we can see, like, maybe it should be concrete. But then where are the wires coming from if there's just concrete, right? But you could be right. Oh, what is this song from? Sounded like a Disney Pixar movie for a second. Pixel platformer to be one of the, if not the most, saturated game genre. I think it is. I think it is one of the most popular indie genres, just because, I don't know, it just is. It's a lot harder than it looks. Yes, pixel art seems quite simple, but it's really not that. It's not like pixel art just being squares actually makes it harder or anything. That looks cool. I really dig dark tile crevice. Will there be any sparks coming from the wires? Not for now, but that could be something we add when we could do that later on. Let me add that as a note here. Edit wires. Maybe animated sparks. It might just be, instead of animated, it would be what's that called? Particle effect. Just little particle effect sparks. Could be good. But something non-distracting, very backgroundish, you know. What got you into pixel art? You could add a red wire if it doesn't contrast too much. That's true. It'd just be like a dark red wire, I think. Yeah, this song kind of sounds like Monsters, Inc., you know? There, let's try that. Save it as wires under tile. PNG. Save. Let's see what it looks like. It does take up 3 tiles, so it's a little different, but we just have to sit it correctly. No. I don't know. That doesn't look bad. I don't think it's that distracting either. We might have to do the concrete thing. I think that could be too dark. Let's see. If we just did this color for all of that, like so. Except, let's add some shadow back in though. I think I like that better the way I had it before. A lot of Geometry Dash levels are just pixel platformers now. You can make full platformer games in GD. My favorite level is full Metroidvanias. Alright, that's cool. Well, interesting, I suppose. Whoosh! My favorite FPS is Excel. You could also use the spark particles for when a robot gets destroyed. I actually already have spark particles for when you hit a robot. For something like this, I'd want them to be majorly undistracting, but just there. So it'd be like just a teeny tiny, like, psst, you know. The spark particles I have currently for robots is way too big. Check it out. See that? It's way too aggressive for what I'd want to do. But yes, I could use it in other places as well if we had them in there. So you're not wrong. Those Microsoft Excel speedruns are insane, though. They are. Worn, cracked concrete. Maybe it has to be... Maybe that's the wrong color for concrete. I'm going to go back to what we had before, and we can maybe adjust it later. I did hit Control Y once, so this could... There. We'll leave it like that for now. And move on to another thing. Let's try to add something else. We got oil, we got gears. We could try the scaffolding idea. Let's try that. It's going to be something similar to this, so I'm just going to copy... Oh, cancel. Actually, I'm not going to copy. I'm just going to take the size of a single tile. What happened? What did I do? How do I reset it? I expanded the, like, this window. What did... Holy cow, what did I press to do that? Save. Don't save. Save. Don't save. Save. We're gonna reopen it because I don't know how to fix that. And we'll open up the whole tile sheet. Where is it? There it is. Floor tiles. That was awkward. All right. Copy. Or not copy. I need to hit M. Select, then copy. Duh. Copy that. You could also use the spark. Okay, I did read that. This worn cracked concrete. You got to add something to kick around. It makes every game funner. Yeah, I think some little... I think that's why Destructibles could be good, because you can do that and enter the gungeon, and it's quite satisfying. Okay, we're going to add this, then we're going to cut away some of these. if I add in oh, struggling. Struggle is real. Goes too far. Let's just slide it over a little bit. Center it, you know? Like that. Then we could add, we'll put this color in for now, but we could add something later. That just looks like more like a vent rather than a grate, right? But either way, let's see. Let's save as. We'll call it a vent. Oh, I didn't save it as a file. Save as. I gotta save it as PNG. Let's see what that looks like. Vent. Plop it in right here. Z ordering, go down a bit. Let's see. Maybe make the concrete light brown. Oh, I could try that. That looks like a good vent, I think. Non-intrusive. But you're talking light brown, kind of like this color. I think it's just, that's just plain. I want to say that's the default background for Godot poking through. Oh, these wires got covered up. What the heck? Why would it do that? Did I mess it up somehow? That's weird. I'm so bad at multitasking. I'm not even narrating myself at all. You guys are just watching me draw. Maybe make the concrete light brown. Oh yeah, that's what you said. We could give it a try. We could maybe even try the same color like that. Ah, that's I don't know. That's a little too harsh. It'd have to be darker brown than that. Maybe darker gray brown. I don't know. Seems too light. Too intrusive in my opinion. Or maybe it just wasn't matching the palette. I don't know. You gotta add something. I read that. I would download an extension that makes everything have screen shake. Clicking normally just doesn't have good game feel. It's not good enough. You're right. There might be an extension like that, but I'm not gonna look it up. How long have you been using Godot? A long time, but it doesn't seem like it because I had to switch to Godot 4, and so I feel like I'm new at it again. Polo 1, he's been using it for 5 years. About 5 years, yeah, that's true. concrete bars. Can we maybe? Is that what you're talking about? How this looks? Maybe, I don't know. Can we get a how to not fail at failure? I've been thinking about that. I could make an episode where it's like, here's the episode where I actually tell you what to do. And then there's no sarcasm at all. Like, just the whole time, all I do is talk about what you should do instead. And it's still the same length, so I just say it all really quickly. I was like, first do this, then do this, then do this, then do this, and that's what you should do. I don't know. I was gonna make a poll, actually. I could do that right now. Should I make the poll like on actual YouTube? I've been meaning to do this. Let's make this poll. Create post. Here we go. Let's see here. What's next for how to fail? Text poll. Let's do a text poll. So one of the options was how to fail at failure. How to succeed. Do all caps on everything. Oh, that's an S though. Any hot ideas? What should I make the next how to fail? You guys are helping with this. Maybe make some oil next to one of the vents to make it look like it's coming out of the drain. Ah, that could be good. Or like it's going into the drain, right? Because it's a drain. Or maybe we'll leave the vent as it is, but we could add an actual drain on a center of one of those things, and then draw some oil like it's draining into a circular drain, you know. Let's add that. Edit. Drain. There. Diving on my indie till at art. What? I'm gonna work on my thing now. See ya. Goodbye. Catch you later. One could say you were waiting for Godot. Ha. Ha. Isn't that the name of that play? How to fail at marketing? Okay. How to fail at marketing. I think I had that as one of my past options. Let's see. Let's see. How to fail at marketing. How to fail at playtesting. Oh, that's a good one. Let's put that back on. How to fail at playtesting. Let's do the full 5 options. What did I do in the past though? How to fail at platformers part 2. Nobody wanted that. Everybody's like, nah. What I was gonna do here though is just take everybody's comments from part 1, from the first how to fail at platformers. Take all the comments, because tons of the comments are like, oh, you forgot about this. Or they'll be like, oh, also, don't forget to, and then they say something else sarcastic of other platforming components and things that I overlooked and just totally forgot. And yeah, I could just take tons of the comments and make like a full thing for sure. How to fail at multiplayer? That's tough because I've actually never done. Well, I've made a test multiplayer. I followed a tutorial and made it so I could talk to one computer through another, but that was hard. How to fail at hiring? That's tricky because most indie developers don't hire other people really. Oh, that's an assumption. I don't know 100% sure. I assume most indie developers are solos. How to fail at deck builders, perhaps. Maybe. How to fail at story. There is a how to fail at story already out there. How to fail at working with others. Okay, here's my secret. My secret. I want to make a how to fail at working with others, or how to fail at doing that. But I want to do it as a what's it called? When two creators work together to make a thing. I'm spacing on words. As a... Oh, what is that? Collab, that's the word. Everybody's coming to my rescue. Yes, I want to do it as a collab, but I want to get big enough so I can collaborate with that one guy everybody compares me to. Terrible writing advice. I doubt he would collab because I don't think he's been making anything for a long time. Let's see. Terrible writing advice. Yeah, he hasn't made anything for 6 months. So maybe he's disappeared. Actually, let's look. Community posts. Ooh, he hasn't posted anything for 4 years. Dang. Dang, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure where he went. Is he just doing shorts, maybe? No, he doesn't even have any shorts. I don't know. Seems he's disappeared. But I kind of want to hold off on doing how to work well with others, and do a collaboration with somebody who does similar content to me, because that would be hilarious. And then we go meta and we're like not working well together. How to fail at playing a game. But that's definitely nothing to do with development. I mean, I like the idea, but how to fail at working with others. Yeah, collab. Deck builders. Well, we could throw that one on there. People have been asking for how to fail at fighting games for forever, so I kept putting them in the polls. Let's see. How to fail at fighting games. Yep. They've been asking forever, but it never wins the polls. It's always in like last place. How to fail at fighting games. Yep. Oh, I didn't even put it in that one. So I was like, nobody wants it. Nope. So I could put that one in there, but it's just gonna lose. Nobody ever votes for that one. How to fail at... I could do like just RNG, but we could do deck builders. I don't think it's gonna win though. That's why I hesitate to put it in there, because deck builders. And then how to fail at... What's something more generic? We could just do RNGs. How to fail at RNG in games. I don't even know if that's a thing. I'm just gonna put it in there. I have no idea if I can make that even into a video, but why not? Or should I just do like a fifth option? Because I usually do. Wait, no, no, that's not what it is. I usually do like, no, do my idea instead. Oh, I didn't do it on this one actually. Maybe it was an older one. Let's go with that. Post. I'm gonna post it. Okay, let's get back to actually working. You guys distracting me. How to fail at working with others is a good idea though. I just... Oh, what happened to the colors? I messed up. I clicked on something. Control Z. Good thing there's Control Z. Alright, let's try another idea. I was trying to do scaffolding. It didn't work so well. I think I made it too vent-like. I think the holes need to be a little larger. So let's take this, copy it, make a new, plop that in. And the vents can be like twice as large, I think. So I'm gonna go like this and remove. Did I mess up the vents? I did. It should be this color. My goodness. We'll get it fixed here. There we go. We're gonna make this twice as large. And then maybe make one that goes across all of them. I think we're actually going to spread them out a little bit too. So we'll move this, oh wait, we'll move all of these over by 1. The next one's over by 1. And the next one over by 1. And then again. This looks like a large event. I hate having to play my own game to test achievements. I'm wasting my time. Why would anyone play this game for fun? That's actually dangerous. Or it's actually a good sign. If you're playing your own game and you find that it's not fun, then maybe you need to change something about it. Also, add in some decoding cheat codes so that you can get to certain points of your game quicker, or get to certain stats quicker. That way you can test things more quickly instead of having to play through your game to get to a certain place or point or achievement or level or something. If you know what I mean. Let's see, where's the middle? Right there. Do it 4 wide. There we go. Does that look more like a grate than a vent? Let's see. File, save as. Grate. Is that how you spell grate? I don't even know. It doesn't matter. This is all going to get deleted anyway. And we'll put it in there. Maybe make one of the bars on the vent broken in the middle. Oh, that could be good. Okay, great. That looks much more grate light than the other one. The other one definitely looks like a vent. This one looks more like a grate. Let's put on the right layer though. There we go. Looks pretty good. I'm digging it. Have a wonderful stream, everyone. Catch you later, spooky bro. I hate having to play my game. Oh, I read that. Make it Rusty the Great. We could get like just dirt patches. I don't know if I'm gonna make the Great Rusty, at least right now, but didn't we add something like that? Garbage, plant, wire, broken, wall decorations, camera, bomb, burn damage. Burn damage. Then just garbage. Can was like another metal thing that we could put on the ground. We could just do like some more discs, like those gears, but just a disc, you know? Pipes will be tricky because I feel like I'd have to make a full tile set just to put sprites in. Bye, have to go now. See you later. Have a good stream and a good night day to everyone. I'll catch you later, Nice Creeper. Looks like everybody's, well, at least not everybody, a few people has got stuff to get, they gotta go do now. I make a sarcastic joke, lol. I'm just too lazy to make achievements debugging tools. I've never actually added really many achievements to my, well, maybe I have. It depends on what you count as an achievement. It's great, by the way. Ah, thanks. just Grate. Helps to have people that actually know how to spell around you. Make it rusty. Let's try adding, well, I don't know, garbage maybe? We already did wires. Let's mark these. Let's mark these a little bit. I'm going to get, we'll add an emoji at the end if we've made something like it and tested it. We'll do a green check if we like it. Oh wait, why is it doing it down there? Oh, I gotta do it up here. Oh, go away. Or do I have to copy paste it in there? Let's see. Check. I know I've done it before. Let's do this. Copy. So we did oil, did gears. I'm liking this. We'll have to play around with it a little bit more. Where's the vent? We did vent. Is that all we've done so far? Wow, not very much. I thought we would have done more than that already. Drain, though. We could do drain while we're doing floors, you know? Let's do that. Copy this. New. And then we're going to get this centered. Is that big enough drain? Let's do this. Oh, I don't know if oh, I need to move this one over. Move it over by a little bit. I moved it. I moved this one over on purpose so there'd be space. Oh no, I didn't move it enough. I don't know if I'll actually be able to add any of that. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do this because it's an even number of pixels. Just makes it hard to make something. I guess it could just be off. I don't need to have it be. Or if we did a piece like that. Key. I don't know how this is gonna look. It's kind of looking stupid, to be honest. How to fail at streaming part 4. That's me. Here we are. Me trying to draw stuff and not narrating. I'm such a bad streamer. This is not going well. I cannot draw a drain at all to save my bacon. We're doing bacon again. This looks so stupid. What am I doing? Get out of here. Just wanted the center though. Oh, that sounds like Luigi or something. Here, we'll mark the center like that, and then we can work around it. What if we just did holes instead? Excuse me. I think we just need a different color altogether. Let's do the color from the... Let's do this color. I'm debating between continuing to watch the stream while working on my game or record a video of working on my game. That is quite the debate. It's up to you, I suppose. What will work better? A video about your game or a... whatever it's called. Your actual game. I think this is looking a little bit better now. Can't spell Artindi without art. True. Although that is not why I'm called that. Just a side effect. That looks way more vent-like. My goodness, why was that so hard to draw? Let's add a layer to this. And we're going to go open up that thing. Where to go? Open up the oil spill. Get that color. And then we're going to go like this. What is your game, by the way? What game are you working on? I've kind of wanted to get into coding, gaming development, but have no clue where to start. Any advice? Good question. Depends on how much experience you have. Do you know how to code at all? Or do you know how to do art? And if so, maybe focus on the strengths that you have, and then pick a game engine and kind of just try it out. Watch some tutorials. Would it be possible to have an environment decay more and more as you go through it? That would be cool, but it'd also be scope creep, and I need to avoid that. So while I like the idea, I'm going to not pursue it because that would make it hard. Let's save this as a PNG. Otherwise, for your how to get into game development question, I think pick a game engine that seems like you could try out and watch a bunch of tutorials. There's tons of tutorials on all the different game engines out there. Try something extremely simple, not your dream game. Do not start with your dream game. Instead, start with like just a little arcade game. Make a game that you've seen other people make before. Just remake Mario basically, or follow a tutorial first, and then start remaking games that already exist. That way you can learn how to use your game engine, because that's going to be the biggest struggle initially. And then once you got that kind of stuff down, then you can start expanding and trying out making your own games. Start small, of course, and then go from there. Try out some game jams as well, little challenges to make a game in a short amount of time. Would it be possible to have... Oh, wait, I already read that. Hi, I finally got to watch your stream. I'm always late. Well, better late than never. Glad to have you. We're just working on decorating the environment of my game. So, making some good progress. Call this Drain. Save. Yes. We'll check it out. Drain. Plop it in. I don't know. Plop it in the corner right here. There we go. And we're gonna change its ordering. Let's check it out. That's pretty good. I like it. One thing we could do on some of these spills is add just a little teeny of reflection around the edge. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Do I still have that open? Oil spill, we'll do it on this one. So we take just like a lighter white color. It has to be pretty white, I think. Let's see if this works. And we add this reflection on the edge of this thing right here. And only on one edge, like there's a light on this side. And I think that could look pretty good. But then we still leave a gap of normal color just next to it. It might make it look rounded. And I'm very unconfident this will work. Very not confident. How do you say that? I'm not confident this will work, but I wanted to give it a try and see, find out. It'll be an adventure. I'm going to save it and see what we got. Yep. Worked like I thought. Now it looks way more oil-like. You know what would also make it look more oil-like is if we take that and we go even wider and then just add it in on some really sharp spots like this, and then do one more that's even wider. Then we get some like straight up reflections. Crap. I'm gonna do just the whiter first. Take that color, do the first layer of lighter. That's too red though. We're just going to do it on some like the diagonals, I think. Then we'll go one lighter and add just little touches of it. Like that. I think that will make it look very oil-like. Yeah, that's dope. Look at that. It's sick. It's awesome. It's on the wrong layer though. I'm under the oil. But otherwise, it looks good. Remaking the wheel seems to be super common when you ask about game dev. Yeah, don't do that. A lot of people do, and I've even done that actually. I've remade the wheel a couple times, and it's not the smartest thing. If somebody already has done it, if they have code for it, if there's someone who's found the solution, use it. That's how coding really works. Actually, you're very rarely, it happens, but very rarely do you have to come up with a unique solution for the thing you're making. Somebody's typically already made it. Surprisingly, I have actually ended up having to do that, but mostly because I try to make my games somewhat distinct, I guess. I don't know. That makes me sound like I'm bragging. It's a thing though. Very rarely are you going to have to make unique code for what you're making. Somebody's already found the solution. Don't copy paste all the code, obviously, but there will be many cases where people have found the solution for whatever your issue is. And then it's just about what combination of components are you including in your game, right? So for example, right here I have some top-down movement. I don't think I didn't make the top-down movement myself. I think it actually came in the game engine, but there's plenty of examples out there of people creating tutorials of top-down movement. But I've talked to people before where they're making top-down movement and they've created their own solution, and sometimes that can end up being buggy because just because their experience isn't quite the same level as those who have already done it and then put out tutorials, you know? So it might require a little bit more effort sometimes to do it that way because you have to format your code in a way that fits with theirs. But if you're following their solution first, then it's a lot easier than retroactively going back and fixing something, if you know what I mean. So I don't know if that's answering your question very well. I'm hoping my next project, oh, I missed some comments. How do you make fighting games? I genuinely don't think it's possible. It is impossible. Mortal Kombat, that doesn't exist. It's a figment of your imagination. No, you must make your dream game first, right now, or it'll be an outdated idea by the time you do eventually make it. That's a legit worry, actually. I have some games that I want to make, and I'm like, ugh, by the time I get to making them, everybody's just going to be like plugged into AI or something, and games won't exist anymore. I don't know. We're making, yeah, this is failing at starting making games, right? Yes. I'm hoping my next project will be a website. I've seen that Unity can be used on websites. I've been hunting for a tutorial on how to make websites, but I can't find anything. Haven't tried too hard yet. I'm sure there's stuff out there. I don't know if it's going to be necessarily how to do it with Unity, because most people are using Unity to make games, but I believe Unity could be used to make that. When are you going to make a visual novel? I should make a visual novel, actually. I should make a video just because I diss visual novels. I have nothing against them, honestly. I like a good visual novel. But I should make a video where I say, here's how to actually make a visual novel, just so I can get all the people who like visual novels off my back. Because then they'll be like, oh, okay, you actually made a video that helps us out. Or like just tips on how to make your visual novels better. But But then again, visual novels are not games, so I don't know if I should put that on my channel. It doesn't fit. You know, it doesn't fit the theme of my channel. I talk about game design, not visual novel design. Looks neat. Thanks. Super Strong 1571. Listening to the stream while I remember to take care of myself and eat food. By going to get a sub. Nice. Food is important. Why is making games so hard? Because I don't have a good reason for you. It just is. One thing I think that is why it is hard, especially if you're a solo dev, is because there's so much to it. You have to make art, you have to code, you have to game design, you have to just do an insane amount of stuff. Like it's not easy. There's so much that goes into it. Sound design, write music, like yeah, it's not easy. So you either have to be an incredibly well-rounded individual or contact the right people or something. I don't know. It's not easy. Wait, I meant remake the wheel like copying a game as practice. Ah, okay. Well, I gave you extra information there on top of it. But copying a well-known game or other games as practice that's a thing that people do in any art form. Even just painting artists will do that. They'll take a famous painting and then they'll just straight up look at it and remake it, right? Because then they learn what that professional painter was doing and thinking while they're recreating it, because they have to really deeply analyze it and pick it apart, you know, because they're literally recreating it, and you learn a lot that way. You'll learn just as much if you've never made a game before. If you make Pong, and that's the only game you take a week and make Pong, you'll learn so much by just making Pong. Even though everybody's played Pong, nobody's going to be interested in you making Pong, but you'll learn how to make games by making Pong, and then move on to make Tetris or Mario or some other simple game, and you'll learn a lot by doing that. Although you have to want to. If you find that boring, then it's boring. The other option is to make something just really small, like make your own game, but focus on making it just a little teeny tiny arcade game. That should be your first non-copying another game. It's just a simple arcade game. For example, I'll show you the one I made, because I was like, I need to make my own arcade game so I can learn a bit more. I made this game right here because I started making a larger game and I was like, I shouldn't have done that. So I made this game, and this took about a week to make. Very simple. It's one little sprite, has a little bit of an animation, and conceptually very simple. You just don't get hit by the beams that shoot out of the squares after a little while. And then more squares appear, ramping up the difficulty as you go. See? Simple arcade game. And then if you get hit, you lose. And making really simple arcade games like this will teach you a lot about the game engine you're using. It'll teach you some simple, like for example, I had to learn to add sprites, add sound effects, and I had learned some of those things before, but if you'd never made a game before and you made this game, you would learn how to make sprites, sound effects, this fade animation I have at the end. You'll learn how to make UI, because I have some UI here. There's a button you can press, right? Here's another little animation. I had to import music. I think I already said music and sound effects. So not a lot to it, but you learn a lot if you've never made a game before. Anyway. Wouldn't the oil be highlighted if there is a light source? Yes. Which is why it'd be cool to be able to put normal maps on all these. So could be a thing in the future. Oh yeah, you already said that. Jimbo, I'd say because it takes so long to do, considering how much trial and error is involved in making games. Why is making games so... Oh yeah, okay. Music is making me cry right now. Because it's bad? I can't say I'm the biggest fan, but it's better than nothing. Is the channel wide ghoul hour actually happening? Channel wide ghoul hour. What is that? What are you talking about? Don't forget about balancing. Oh yeah. Whenever people talk about making their dream game, it's always something like GTA, Elden Ring, or something like that. No one ever wants to start with a simple top-down shooter. True. Also, I don't understand why anybody talks about a dream game, because what the heck is that? Like, how do you even define what a dream game is? Like, this is the game that I want to make more than any other game. And then they make it, and then it's like, okay, now what are you going to make? See what I mean? Like, does your dream game change once you make it? It's like, oh, I made my dream game. Oh, now I have a new dream game. I don't know. There's the dream game. It's my dream. It's singular. It's not one of my dream games. It's not dream games. I don't know. Maybe it's just a silly thing. I don't quite fully understand what they're talking about. All right, let's add something else. We got some gears. We got drain. We got some garbage. I don't know. That sounds like hard. That sounds like difficult. Plant growing in cracks. That also sounds difficult. Wires. Oh, we did that. Broken removed floor tile. We kind of combined the wire with the broken removed floor tile, so that's kind of good. Wall decorations, camera, drain. Just did that. I guess we could. Yeah, let's try adding garbage. We could add some pipes. I don't know how well that'd work. Ugh, I don't know. The loop of just replaying the debug build instead of adding things. That's when you know your game is decent, though. If you get caught playing your own game, yeah, then it could be good. Yeah, let's add some garbage. Some garbage. Excuse me. File new. Let's do 64 by 64. The garbage color though should be like a brown, right? Let's just play around with it. It'll probably look stupid initially. I don't know how to dog. Let's see. We're gonna look for inspiration. Pixel art garbage. It's just gonna be like a pixel art garbage can. I know it is. Yep. Look at this garbage. It has to be the right kind of garbage, like something like that. That could be cool. That's interesting. It's like some sludge stuff. Thing is, we need to make it top down. I almost like the idea of rust, though. So it'd be kind of a dark gray color. Let's try doing this. And then we'll try a little bit of a darker color as well, mixed in with that. But the darker color will be mostly up against the wall here. And then we could do just a slightly lighter color mixed in as well. And that will be mostly on the outside. File, save as, rest. I don't know if the colors are right, but we're gonna try it out. We can change it later. It's too bright, I think. Yeah, it's way too much contrast. So let's bring the brightness of it down quite a bit. I'm gonna do it manually. Let's go down to here. And then here. Oh, what do I have? Oh, I didn't use continuous. My bad. We'll bring it up a little bit. And then a little more. Let's try this. That's a little bit more. That's a little bit more backgroundy, I think. What do you guys think? Think that works? I'm back, he says. Welcome back. So I guess there's no Ghoul Hour. Should I return my costumes to the store? I'm afraid so. Ghoul Hour has been canceled. Wow, you guys said a lot of crap while I was drawing that. Dang, I should pay more attention. Whenever people talk about making their... Oh, I already read that. Where's the realistic ray tracing? Unplayable. I meant making music was making me not cry. It was making me cry, not that this music is bad. The music's okay, I guess. It's alright. I just stole it from Fairly, is all. I have 4 dream games and planned out the order in which I'll make them. So they're all dream games. Oh my gosh, the loop of just replaying the debug build. I already read that. Nice. I would recommend adding some pizza boxes. Pizza boxes? This seemed like a world with pizza boxes to you? Nice, he says. I would recommend adding game... I already read that. Well, anti-generic games agrees with you. It would make my game not generic if I just... Excuse me. I'm dying. Had like a hiccup, which caused a burp, which caused me to cough. But I'm okay. But where's the game taking place? This is I don't know, future-ish. Look at the robots. There's no pizza. I don't know. It's made up land. Slightly sci-fi, but he's got a sword. I don't know. They got swords in Star Wars though too, so I don't know. It's weirdness. That's what it is. Could you make a poll for what's the hardest part of making games? With options? And the easiest. A poll for that? Like on YouTube or on the stream? Like I'd have to put in the options though. I could just ask you guys, what do you think the hardest part of making... Oh, I see what you mean. I put in the categories. So I do like start a poll. What hardest part of making games? So we could say art, music, code, design. Oh, it only lets me do 4. We'll do those 4 and see what we get. You know what's funny though is everybody thinks they're good at game design. Everybody's like, oh, I'm a game designer. They all think they're good at game design. But then it turns out a lot of people are not good at game design. It is actually a skill. But it's so subjective. It's kind of like art. A lot of people are just like, oh, I'm not good at art. And that could be true. But a lot of people also think they're good at art, and then they're not really that good at art. So it's, but then art's subjective. So how do you actually measure that? You know what I mean? Same thing with game design. I think a lot of people think they're good at game design, but then it turns out they're not. Looks like code is winning 40% right now. MMO for you, is that your dream game? I always want to make a side-scrolling beat-em-up with actually fun platforming and inventive air combo routes. That could be fun. MMO, massively multiplayer online. It's just notorious for being hard to make. Yeah. So you're joking about making an MMO. I was like, okay, good luck with that. A world with no pizza cost truly is dystopian. A dystopian feel isn't actually far off, so it definitely would not have pizza, because no dystopian. Okay, so the dirt looks good. I think it looks alright. But it moved. Why did it move? Let's just pull it over somehow. I think we would need a lot more variety than that, but that wouldn't be hard to add. So we're gonna give it a big fat approval. Except I named it garbage here, but we're just gonna go with dirt. I think garbage could be too distracting. So copy that, paste it there. Oh, okay. Well, we can do that. We can do that later. I think we already figured out that the gears work. Where are they? The gears. Where's the gears? The gears of war. Yeah, we figured out the gears look good already. So I think we can just add more metal variety to scatter around the floor. And I think that would look good. I don't think we're gonna do pipes. I was wanting to do pipes. Like that was even one of my initial ideas, and a couple people even said that as an idea. But it's just too hard to implement. It's really not that hard, but I don't want to. How about that? The hardest part for me is sticking to a theme. I just want to add gorillas. No. Design and game design should be two different options. True. Yep, that's true. Because game design is different from design. Just assume I put in game design there. Because design can be like everything, right? Which is the hardest part? All of the above. Yep. Start the easiest. I am not joking, he says. I'm missing conversation, I think. I would say medium. For me, it's not bad, but the server hosting is kind of a pain. Oh, for multiplayer? Yeah. Also, if I keep saying things in the moment, then none of you will know what I'm saying. Aha. It's interesting because it depends on your standards and goals for each category. If you want a banger soundtrack, then music's the hardest. Or if you have a technically tough one, code is. It's true. Whatever's the hardest part is whatever you value the most, I think. It could be. It could be. If you... Not necessarily, though. I can't 100% agree with that. Because if you're really good at coding, but then you also value that the most, you might have a relatively easy time achieving it, but you're going to achieve something that other people would not be able to achieve. And because you're reaching further, then it becomes hard for you. But it's not... It'd be incredibly hard for somebody else, maybe. But for you, maybe it's just a slight challenge. Then you end up achieving something crazy anyway. I don't know. I'm just theorizing. I could be wrong. Whatever's the hardest part is whatever you value the most. It could be. Actually, I disagree with myself. You turned it around. MMOs scare me. How about making a game where you control a gorilla, you collect bananas, and jump on crocodiles? Oh, and you can ride a rhino, an ostrich, and a dolphin. And you fight against giant wasps. And, okay, that's called scope creep right there. It's not that bad once you get into it. Is this normal that Gears renders in front of the player and sword? No, it's not. I have it on the wrong layer because we were just testing it out. I would have to put it on the correct Z layer so it's below the player. But thanks for pointing that out. Jumbo, but coding is always hard even if I don't care much about it. Well, yeah. Even if you're good at anything, though, it could still be hard. Depends on how hard you push yourself, what kind of challenge you give yourself. Like someone who's really good at coding, they're going to make, the code side of Pong in like 20 seconds. And then they'll be like, okay, now draw it. And maybe they're bad at drawing. They'll be like, oh, I can't make a square, I'm starting work on my brand new MMO open world roguelike Metrovania. Never touched an engine though. Wish me luck. Good luck, Jimbo. For me, the easiest part of game dev is art, but my art style is very simple and cartoony. Yeah. There's a game I want to make. I'm not going to tell you about it, but there's a game I want to make eventually. The art I want to do for it, I cannot do right now. And I'm like, do I need to hire an artist or do I just need to get better? So, yeah. That's what... I can't make that game. I gotta finish the games I'm working on, but eventually, when I make that game, I can't even make it right now because I know I don't have the skills for what I want. So, we'll see. Coding is the hardest for me starting out, mainly since novice code quickly compounds into something unimaginable, i.e. my current project. Spaghetti everywhere. I think the AoE of your sword is too large. It sure is. Do you know why? Do you know what my game is about? It's because when you start the game, the sword actually looks like this. Boop. Boop-a-doop. I'm just kidding. When you end the game, this is what the sword looks like, because it is an inverted roguelike. If this was a normal game, the sword would start this big. And then by the end, you'd be doing this. Because now you're full power. But it's an inverted roguelike, so you start out like this, and then you slowly lose abilities over time, and by the end, you look like this. You're like, take this. Stop. Back away. Mean guys. Yeah. Do you understand now? Do you understand? It's supposed to be this big. It's supposed to be OP. You can't stop me. I'm dying. My voice has been scratchy like all weekend because I streamed every day last week and it was killing me. Artindi, oops, I put a G. Artindi. Before I go, and I wish you luck with your project. Wait, what? Oh, okay, thanks. Before you go, what? I just wanted to say, okay, I see. Before I go, and I wish you luck with your project, I just wanted to say that I just made a script that runs 5,000 times a die roll and then check the probability of it in the game Tabletop Simulator. In this game, everything is physics-based. Help. I recognize that. You left that comment on a past video, didn't you? I just made a script that runs 5,000 die roll that check the probability of the game tabletop simulator. In this game, everything is physics-based. Have you? I feel like I've heard that before. I'm getting major deja vu reading that. Your scope monster is an emoji in our project Slack. Fight the scope monster. Do it. Fight it. That is probably the biggest killer of indie games is scope creep. Number one biggest killer, I would say, is... maybe not number one. It's in the top 5 for sure. Top 5 biggest killers of indie games. Scope creep. You're like, I'm going to add this, and I'm going to add this, and I'm going to add this. And now I'm going to give up on my project because it's way too complex and hard. Noom, hey, what's up? Where's the chat? What is linked? I don't know. Okay, so the game is commentary about how you can never always be on top. One day you will lose your way. Cool. I just made it, so no. Sorry, I don't comment enough there. Okay, it was just deja vu. I could swear somebody's left a comment that sounded exactly like what you said. Okay, but I don't understand what you were referring to. Linked. Yeah, I don't know what linked is either. What are you talking about? I just work here. I'll do next time. Bye. Catch you later, tofu master. Enjoy your tofu. Kid doesn't want us to see what he just wrote. Okay, whatever. The emoji would be plus. He skipped my comment about pirate software. Oh, wait. Okay, I'll go back up. I'll find it. Pirate software had good examples why you can make a game with simplification, but not so much with coding. He should have mentioned gdevelop because it's a no-code engine. Aha! And there are a couple like that. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think Scratch, although everybody makes fun of Scratch for being like a kid's coding engine or whatever. There's not a whole lot of code, but it teaches you the basics of code. So if you're not familiar with code and you want to get into game dev, try Scratch out a little bit because it'll teach you quite a bit. In fact, I believe it's used to teach kids how to code. And that's why everybody thinks it's an engine for kids, which I guess to some degree it is, but you know. Okay, my drain is, where'd it go? The drain is off. Let me move it. Although all this stuff in here is temporary anyway. Still bothering me. I'm thinking this is looking pretty good though. All right, let's get back to this. We got oils. We're not going to do pipes. Destructible stuff. I feel like that could be something that we do separately. That's going to just be more metal garbage that we'll add. Plants growing on cracks. Originally I was going to do plants. I wanted to make everything look overgrown, but I never did. You never started the easiest part poll. Oh, let's find out what the poll. End poll. Hardest part of games, making games, code at 40%, music at 21%, art at 18%, and design at 18%. Nice. Everybody's an artist. He skipped my comment about pirate software. You never started the easiest part. I was talking to Linked, the guy with the green profile picture. No code equals no originality. Relatively. Frequently, without code, you're going to be much more limited on the stuff that you can do, the original things that you can do, because codeless engines are going to be, it'll be harder to pull off something unique. How about that? Sometimes trying to work around the lack of freedom makes it more original. It's true. Restraints do foster creativity. That's why I wasn't going to say 100%. It's true, but often it makes it harder, like I said. Artindi, let's not skip. I'm going to get back to that. Let me try to get through all these comments. Also, if you learn to code in blocks, how is that supposed to translate to a real engine language? It teaches you the basics of code, the logic behind it, like what an if statement is. And if you understand the logic of coding, then actual coding becomes easier. Then you just have to learn the syntax and stuff. I think everything in Godot should start with an AG, like G files and G-close application. I mean, it started with stuff like Mario Paint and MS Paint. I still use MS Paint to make a lot of my stuff, actually. My thumbnails in particular, I use Paint 3D. So, yeah, use the tools you got. All of them will work. With no pizza, there can't be plants. Plants cause... What you're saying there is pizza causes plants. And I agree. Are we making games or writing code? Use whatever works for your skills/ideas. Yep. Yeah, otherwise you could make a pizza. It's true. The reason I want to get into game dev is because if my game... The reason I want to get into game dev is because if my game that is a top-down, roguelike, with Souls-like combat, aka parry, stamina, leveling system, etc. The reason I want to get into game dev, I see, is because the game you want to make is those things. It sounds like a cool game. Artindi, would you rather never be able to make games again or admit visual novels are real games? I would rather never be able to make games again, because it would be a lie to say visual novels are real games. And I will not lie about that. So, true, actually. I think that's what I would legit. I would choose to never make games again than to admit something that is not true like that. Yep. True, but G-Develop uses code, JavaScript, but you don't need to learn the code. You code with your mouse mostly. I understand the logic about coding, but the syntax is always what gets me. Yeah, syntax is hard, but that's why Google exists, so you can look syntax up. It's very helpful. If I get to the point where I can make my top-down roguelike with Souls-like combat, hopefully I'll come out as a relatively fun game. It could be. It sounds like an interesting game. Plants can't get food without pizza. Exactly. Artindi is so honest. I guess. I've just had a lot of experiences in my life where I've had to decide this is what I'm going to do and this is what I believe in, and then lots of people have challenged me on that, and even like close friends have like decided they don't want to be my friend anymore because I've decided what my position is, and mostly based on logic. Like all of it can be explained very clearly with logic, and then people decide they don't like me because of that, and I decided I don't care. I'm going to do what I believe is right anyway. So whatever. So that's where I stand. If I've decided something after thinking it through logically, I can be persuaded otherwise. But like you got to have a really good argument to change my mind. Otherwise, I'm going to stick to what I believe. I want to make a visual novel with gameplay, which I prefer, like Ace Attorney, Another Code, 99 Escape, Hotel Dusk. Exactly. Ace Attorney is a game with visual novel components. It is not a visual novel. It is a game. It has a specific goal that you try to achieve, and if you fail to achieve it, you lose. And if you achieve your specific goal, you win. It is a game, but it is a game with heavy visual novel aspects. And so a lot of people think it is just a visual novel, but it is actually a game first and a visual novel second. Yeah, exactly. Even Unreal uses visual scripting. Block code can definitely be professionally viable. Yeah, block coding is cool. I've never actually gotten into it, but people can do it and achieve amazing stuff too. So now you guys, I can't keep up with the chat. I'm trying to finish catching up to the chat so I can get back to working on stuff. If you guys are chatting too fast. Berries are my favorite mechanic in games if they feel powerful. Yes. What's that game where you can like parry a nuke? I can't remember, but it looks really cool. Yeah, but you can just get used to using syntax on a keyboard, etc., like a mouse guy. And memorizing syntax is not for me. I don't memorize syntax either. Every time in Godot, I even have it in this project, I believe. Let's see if I can find a case of it. I think it's in the end room script. Yep. This is called a switch statement. In Godot, they call it match, and that's it, I think. They call it a match statement, but it's a switch statement. It's where you take something and then you compare a bunch of stuff to that thing. So I'm taking this variable, person choice, and then I am comparing it with these variables. I'm saying, is person choice the same as this? If it is, do this. Is it the same as this? If it is, then do this. This is called a switch statement, and I can never remember how to do it in Godot. So every time I'm coding and I need to do a switch statement in Godot, I always have to look up the syntax, even though I've done it many times. You never started the poll. What poll? What poll? Oh, did I not start the YouTube poll? No, I started that one. You gotta be more specific. I don't know which poll you're talking about. You need images to work with. I burned my... That's a hard word. How to fail at cooking while distracted. I'm sorry. Sorry I distracted you. Didn't want you to burn your pierogies. Is that what it is? Pierogies. Easy game design poll. Is that what? What are you talking about? An Ace Attorney beat 'em up game would be pretty fun. That would be pretty fun. I'd play that. I don't know why, but I feel like adding pizza to an environment will increase the vibes of the game. You know what, guys? No, I don't want to add pizza. It's not a pizza game. We'll add pizza somehow. I think as maybe an Easter egg, but no, I did this bowl. I wonder what the results are. I'm gonna update. We'll see how we're doing so far. How to fail at failure, 20%. How to fail at play testing, 33%. Wow, that's not bad. A lot of comments too. I'm going to be behind on those because I'm live streaming, so I'm not going to be responding to people's comments. Anyway, where were we? I think we're good on like floor decorations. We should actually just make a sprite sheet now. I never caught up with the... See, I'm going to start missing comments now. To be fair, I've never heard of a match function. I like the... It's true. It's their own syntax. They just call it match, which it makes a lot more sense than switch. Like, what the heck? Switch statement? Why not just call it match? You're matching this with other things, so it logically makes more sense. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird syntax. I like the parry system from Lies of P. The Stager Master is really cool way of incentivizing parrying. Personally, I love parries in 9 Soul. The easiest part of game dev poll. So you want to do the inverted, but you can just deduce that by looking at the hardest part of game dev and just figure out, oh, okay, people find design to be the easiest, art and design to be the easiest, right? The easy game dev poll. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just do it reversed. To looking up the switch statement and all sounds stressful in my opinion. I'm glad I'm using block code. Is it what it's called? I think it's called visual scripting. I think that's what you're talking about, right? The Mario music in the background. Yep. This is it's called Cozy Nintendo Jazz Music Compilation. Stolen from our friend Fairly. Straight from him. Like swiped. Swipe or no swiping. I ignored that. Swiped it anyway. Add a secret ending where you bring pizza back to the land. Actually, that could be cool. Maybe we'll do that. Glad playtesting is #1 so far. You never started the easiest part of game dev poll. Yes, I never did. You want me to do that? It's going to be the exact same thing. Easiest part of game dev. So we got art, music, code, game design. We're going to do the same 4 options, and we'll see if it's different from what we'll compare. We'll see if the people who are watching the stream now are going to vote differently than the first poll. What's the hardest part versus what's the easiest part? Funny that from what I've heard, art is the most people have problem with. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Everybody seems like, oh, it's hard. Art is hard. But this poll that we did recently, maybe the sample size isn't large enough. They all said art's easy. Just because it came out as the least hard does not necessarily mean it is also the easiest. Fair. That's true. Hey, how do y'all make or train an AI to be an enemy? Depends on the game you're making. It's going to be dramatically different depending on which game you're making. Okay, let's go back to here. I never caught up with your comments, so I'm sorry if I'm going to be missing some. But we need to get back to work and actually do some stuff. Okay, let's make another large sprite sheet. We're going to copy the gear into there. and the large gear. Never actually made a sprite sheet before. It's kind of exciting. I've always just like made individual sprites and then plopped them in. Okay, let's make just like a disc. Could be cool. Let's just do like a circle like that. And we'll add some shadow. I did the shadows bad. Like I'd put the shadows on this side on these, and that means the light's coming from this direction, but on the oil I have it the other direction. Maybe I should rotate all of these. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's keep things consistent. Rotate 90 degrees. Rotate 90. Hey, how do y'all make train? I read that. How? I know how and why suddenly I want to eat and order leftover pizza piece from yesterday. Nice. I love pizza. Pizza's so yummy, but I'm also allergic to pizza. It's just sad because I like pizza so much. Dang, I voted incorrectly. Ah, shoot. Now it's going to be inaccurate to what we would have otherwise believed because the sample size isn't large enough. I would say coming up with ideas is the easiest part of game development. Yeah, everybody's got a good idea. Well, good idea. Everybody's got an idea. But whether or not they can execute that idea, that's the real question. The vote is rigged. I'm already a decent artist, so art is going to be really easy for me. Nice. Okay, we're adding a disc. We're going to add, let's just add like some wire or some metal like hunks like this. Metal hunk. Let's do like a little square hunk. Oops. Like that. Another metal piece. We could add like a wrench. Would a wrench be a thing? Let's do wrench. Somebody's tool. Wrench. Oh, I can't keep up with everything you guys are saying. Yeah, but that would be a cool how to fail video, like calling out some fundamentals like overpopulating the screen, too many particles, overwhelming heads up display. I could do a how to fail at heads up display. That'd be a good one. I should have put that one on there. We'll have it as an option for future. Oh yes, the hardest part of game dev is coding, and the easiest part of game dev is coding. Oops, I used words wrong. Whoopsie. A whoopsie. Art is probably one of the most subjective things in media, so I'd say not exactly hard to fail? Question mark. It is. I also believe art is highly objective. I think certain things can be easily deduced as that is just bad art. And although there will be a few people who are like, I disagree, I like it. Be like, okay, but you're just dumb. So maybe that's just me talking subjectively, though. But in categories like that, like art or music or other things like that, everybody's like, oh, it's 100% subjective. Not 100%. Like there are some objective things that are like, that just makes it bad. So yeah, a little harder with art. But like movies, for example, everybody's like, oh, movies, you can't determine what makes a movie quality or not. But like objectively, there are things that you can very quickly determine as if it's quality or not. Like continuity. That's an easy one. If you have like bad continuity in a movie, then it just makes your movie bad. Like it doesn't matter. Subjectively, you can still like a crappy movie. There's movies that I like a lot subjectively, and objectively I'm like, yeah, that movie's crap, but I still like this movie. So yeah, it's interesting. Music is the second easiest thing for me. Take one vote off coding. I'm glad Fairley is here, even if it's just his music. Okay, I'm back. And before I left, you said you were allergic to pizza. Mind explaining? That was a while ago. Holy cow. Excuse me. I have an allergy to milk. It is not a lactose intolerance. It is an allergy. There's a difference. I'm not exactly 100% sure what that difference is, but there is a difference. It's not the same thing. And it makes me sick to eat milk. I get very sick. My reaction changes sometimes. That's one of the things with allergies. Your reaction can change over time. And yeah, it's not good. If I take Benadryl, then I can sometimes get away with eating pizza, but then I still feel a little sick afterwards. But yeah, it's because of the cheese. High concentrated doses of milk can make me very sick. So cheese, straight up milk, chocolate, creamy things like ice cream or whipped cream. Yeah, those all make me feel very ill if I eat them. So fun stuff. I want to take music, but took coding accidentally. Smooth. Lactose intolerance just makes you a little gassy. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's definitely not just a little gassy. It is. Yeah. Like if I eat the wrong thing, I could be out for days. It could make me incredibly ill. Unless I have Benadryl, then it just makes me a little ill. Or other. Okay, we need to draw more crap. Let's do some of the oil spills. Let's do some oil spill shapes. And we're gonna try to keep them within certain borders. So I'm gonna do a small one in a 32 by 32. We'll just go like random shape. But we're gonna make a couple of them. So we'll do one that's just like that. Another 32 by 32. Okay. And then we'll do some larger ones. Let's do a 64 by 64. Just below it. Let's do like that. We'll add a little extra circles. Just out a little further. There. Then we'll do one more 64 by 64. Like that. Now we're gonna do one that's connected to the wall. It'll be the ceiling here. That one. We'll do another one. We'll make this one a little smaller. It'll just be a 32 by 32 connected to the wall. And we'll do a 64 by 64 connected to the wall. Actually, ends up not being a full 64 by 64. We're gonna make it though. We're gonna have it go. We're gonna have it kind of reach out into this space here. It's not bad. It's quite a variety. Let's add some more though. The more variety you got, the better. Let's do some that look like they're in the crack, right? So let's say there's a crack here. We could have it kind of spill out of the crack a little bit. And we'll do another one the other way. Here's the crack. There. It's a lot of oil. So much oil being spilled. Do you think playing lots of video games makes you more or less likely to tolerate bad games? I don't know. I think that's hard. I think studying game design might make it harder to tolerate bad games. Because then you're like, or when you make games, that can make it hard to tolerate bad games. Because then you're like, why didn't they add this? But yeah, I don't know. Not always true, but still a thing. Maybe not true for everybody. Okay, we got oil spills. What else? We could add some more metal things to put on the floor. What if we did like let's do just like a metal thing like this, but then let's add those wires that kind of, remember the wire that's coming out of the thing? Let's add some of these. Let's add a little, add some wires coming out. There we go. I'm trying to find a way to make armor more useful in turn-based RPG. I'm thinking of making the party member get their HP stats from their equipment armor, from their equipped armor. Is that a bad idea? I couldn't tell you. I'd need way more information than that on what kind of game it is and how it works, but potentially it'd work. I mean, you just gotta try it out and play test it a little. I'm trying to find a way to make armor more useful in a turn-based RPG. I'm thinking of making the party member get their HP stats from the equipped armors. Maybe. It is a little different, so worth trying. The game uses randomly generated loot. Aha. The easiest could be game design if you're in a flow. Oh, let's end the poll. Let's end the poll. See what we got. It's art now. It was code. Art took the first place. So easiest is art. Next is code. Then we got music and game design. Everybody flipped. Oh no, wait. Easiest part. Everybody flipped. They decided game design is the hardest thing now. Interesting. It makes the easy to add more understandable. The easiest could be game design if you're in the flow, but if not, it could become the hardest part. See Gollum, for example. I heard that game sucked. Strack, you should try it out. It sounds unique. All those props are going to blend in. That's what we want to have happen, though. It is supposed to be just kind of background. It'll break up the background a little bit, but we definitely don't want it to stick out. Best way to have game music made? Make it yourself? Well, I guess that's best way. It's a bunch of different options. You can make it yourself. You could hire somebody. Or, yeah, that's like the only two things. Or you could use AI. A lot of people get mad at you if you use AI, though. So caution there. Or hire somebody, I guess. I don't know. One of my first games I made, video games anyway, I did hire somebody else to make the music. But then I also ended up making, or learning how to actually make my own music eventually. So, I don't know. Pros and cons both ways. Dang it, I messed that line up. Oh, I did it again. Just give me a good line. There we go. That is a beautiful square. If I do say so myself, and I do. It's not a square, it's a rectangle. Got him. Yeah, but doing good also makes me more appreciative of new artists. Game design is like the third hardest for me. Is everyone else having lagging issues? Oh, I hope not. Hey, we reached that hour mark, by the way, and the stream keeps going. So I don't know why it was telling me I could only stream for another hour. It's weird. Don't use AI, lol. Look at Baba Is You. He used free software, and you can download all the music project files, but the music sounds awesome. Only use AI for small games. Just don't. It's lame. I mentioned AI, and everybody's got an opinion about AI. In my opinion, it's best if the musicians are well versed in the game's development, enough for them to understand and care about the game itself. I agree. Friend of mine, he's making a game. He's hired some musicians and artists and stuff, and the way he's paying them is proportionally to how well the game does. And so they log their hours, and he logs his own hours. He's like the main coder and everything. He has the most hours, of course, because he spent the most time developing the game. But him and his artists and all his other friends who contribute, he has a few other coding friends, but he's gathered a group of like 10 or 11 people, and he pays them proportionally to how well the game does. So when the game launches, as it makes money, what he's going to do is take all the hours that everybody worked on and use that to determine what percentage of the income you receive from the game. So if you worked on the game, let's say a total of 100 hours are worked on, because that's easy to calculate, and you contributed 3 hours during that whole effort to make the game, because you only spent 3 hours making some art piece or something. The game makes, however much money, you're going to get 3% of that because you spent 3 hours out of the total 100 hours spent making the game. So obviously, they far surpassed that 100 hours, but percentage-wise, however much you've contributed is how much he's going to pay you. And the people he's hired seem keen on that, because they're like, hey. And it's also interesting because then it motivates them to contribute more to the success of the game. The better the game does, whatever category they're working on, the more they'll make. So even the musicians are like, oh, I got to make the best music ever so that this game does even better. Because then if I contribute this many hours, which will get me 10% of the game's sales, if the game does really well, then that's more for me. So yeah, seems like an interesting way to do it, because then like if you don't have the money up front to pay for it, then I don't know, it's a nice compromise, because often upfront payments are just hard to pull off. Let's make it like a half gear, like a busted one. Actually, we could just copy this one and then bust it in half. What is this music? Holy crap. It's way too fairly. Yeah. Variety. I'm lucky in the sense that I can do like every part of game design except music. I traded music for sound design, I guess. Nice. I feel like I'm in the same camp. I'm really well-rounded. I'm a jack of all trades, so I'm no specialist in any single category, but I can do a little bit of everything, which is decent, I guess, but I can also make it hard sometimes, The downside to adding the shading to these is they're locked in that position, right? So once I do that, I can't flip this around, I can't, let me put it at this angle instead. It won't really work because the shading is a certain way. We'll have to see. Maybe I will be able to, but I think I'm locking myself in, which is why I'm not adding any shading of the oil yet, although it does look better. Like, check it out. Look at this. That shading is really good, because it makes it look like an actual liquid on the ground, Where this, like, it still looks like a liquid or like a stain or something. It looks more like a stain than an actual liquid. Interesting. So should we leave it as stains, or should we actually make liquid? Will the player think they'll slip in it if they walk in it? Oh, let's do these. Just slap some platforming into a couple levels, collectibles, and some free music. Artindi, stay streaming for another hour. We'll see. We'll keep streaming till I get this sprite sheet done. That might take another hour. Or until I'm just like, I'm done. We got that long. Where's the rest? Let's copy this rest. Well, it doesn't actually need to be that big. It can only be like that big. Well, you get the idea. Let's put this in here. Okay, now let's do some smaller ones. Oh wait, I need to use the right tool. I'm gonna do a 32 by 32. Start with a dark color. Actually, I should start with a light color. Just make a large circle. Like so. Then go to the darker color. Smaller circle. The darkest color. There's a circle patch of this, whatever it is, restish looking stuff. Let's do another 32 by 32. Nice. Smart and efficient game dev is recycling your work wherever you can. True. What is painting? Diarrhea stains? It's supposed to be like rust or just some kind of debris, something dirty. Could be diarrhea, who knows? Add a little bit of smudginess to the environment, you know? There we go. That'll be something to like rest on the crack of the seam somewhere. Destructible objects might get their own stream if we add them. We'll definitely add that to like the robots. There might be objects. It'd just be way cooler if there's something that you can hit, you know? Even if there's no enemies, it'd be cool to have some destructible objects. But yeah, they'll probably get its own stream because that'll take a special amount of effort. So, yes. Indeed, I think its own stream will be it. Yes, you can use selection tool as a mask. You can, yeah. If you make a selection, then you can't draw outside of that selection. See, it's especially nice if you have something like this where you have an odd shape, or for like shading, right? If you wanted to add another layer of shading to this, you could take the special selector, boop, and then be like, let me add some highlight, right? And then you can make your brush larger than you normally would and just kind of draw in and not worry about going outside of the area. See what I mean? It's very nice. Artindi, do you like summer? I do like summer. My favorite is probably fall because here's why it's good. Okay, it's all logical. The reason why fall is the best is because the temperature is in the medium range, right? It's the enjoyable range. It's not sweltering hot, but it's also not unbearably cold. And so, what is this Christmas music? Holy crap. This is, okay. We'll ignore that. So it's not hot, it's not cold, but it's better than spring though still, because over time, during fall, the bugs are going away. Where in spring, everything's muddy and the bugs are coming out. And so the best season is autumn. See? Makes sense, right? My logic is undeniable. Name that movie. I'm a big autumn fan. Yes, autumn's the best. School ruined fall for me. I'm sorry about that. Your best option there is to just drop out of school. Then it won't ruin things for you. Does that make me a bad... Oh, the music's over. It ended. Wow, we've been streaming for 2 hours since I started that. Insane. Should we just start it over or just sit in silence? What do you guys think? It's 15 relaxing medieval music? I don't know. I feel like I get pinged for that. Copyright free game music. Let's see what else we got here. Gaming music. See, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get copy struck if I play any of these. I know this one's fine because Fairley's done it. He's never gotten copy struck for it. That's the only reason why I picked that one. Medieval lo-fi. Oh look, here's what I'm talking about. This is Epic the Musical. Really good stuff. A lot of people making animatics of it. Listen to that one. Yeah, we'll probably just have to restart it. It's been 2 hours, but we'll just replay. Where'd it go? It's just not gonna give me the option anymore. There it is. We're just gonna restart it from the beginning. Here we go. Boring, but that's okay. Fall also has less allergies. True. Autumn is very cold here in Germany, so I prefer spring. Also, the scent outside. I don't have a sense of smell. I lost it because of COVID. Haven't had a sense of smell for like 3 years now. Or whenever COVID was. What was that? 2020? 4 years now. Man, crazy. If Artindi says I should drop out of school, I probably should. You probably should, honestly. Like, what's school ever done for you? Just drop out. Stay in school. Game chops. Stay in school, he says, right after I say drop out. Copyright-free Nintendo music. Exactly. That's kind of weird because Nintendo is very aggressive, but I guess it works. It's not really their music, though. It's somebody else who wrote it, so I don't know. New stuff. I don't know. I don't know what season to like. I used to be winter enjoyer, but mainly because of snow, which will not happen that much anymore due to climate change and where I live. Oh, where do you live? Happens all the time where I live. It's the worst. I hate it. Freaking snow. It's cold. I hate being cold. The arcade one is good. He needs to read the chat. Oh, were you looking at like the music that I could play? Yeah, I couldn't see it while I was looking at those. My bad. We'll just keep playing this with them. Just put a Fairly video in the background. Yeah. Boring in a good way. You lost your smell? How do you enjoy food? Food is different now. Yeah, I don't know, I add a lot of salt to food now. I still like really creamy foods a lot. Like Jello. Love Jello or pudding. I dig those more, but I've always liked those, so maybe that's just me. I don't know. More patches. Let's make some more like against the wall patches. Let's do that. Let's make a big one. Oh, keep this here. Shift B. Does it get rid of this thing though? How do I get to the other tool? Shortcut is Shift B. Oh, I hit Control. My bad. Shift B. Why isn't it working? What's going on? Why can't I draw? Weird. I'm just gonna not do Shift B. There we go. Now it works. Weird. I live in the Netherlands, so it just rains all the time, regardless of what season it is, and summer melts me. Fun. No pizza. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, it's okay. It's actually, I think it's more of a blessing than a curse, to be honest. Because all the time I'll be with people and they'll be like, "Oh, what's that smell?" I'll be like, "I don't know," but they'll be like, "Oh man, it smells like," and then they'll name something nasty. I'm just like, "Ooh, glad I can't smell it." And I think more often than not, I'm avoiding bad smells by not having a sense of smell than I am missing out on the good smells. Like, yeah. Or like the garbage will need emptied and my wife forgets I can't smell all the time and she'll be like, "Can you empty the garbage? I can't do it. It smells way too bad." And I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And so I'll just take it and she'll be like, "How'd you?" "Oh yeah, that's right." And it's just, yeah, I don't have a problem with stinky things because I can't smell them. It just doesn't happen. So it's super weird. Although also, okay, there are other downsides besides not being able to smell good things. The other downsides are you don't know when you yourself stink. So I have to be careful because, like, if I go to some event, that's really important, then I might have to shower right before just to make sure because I can't tell myself. That's like my wife's around to help me out and be like, "No, you stink." I can't detect it. It just I can't smell. So I can't do an armpit check because it won't work. It's the things you don't realize. Now I want to eat another piece of pizza with some creamy vegan almond cream cheese with herbs. That sounds gross. Certain things don't belong on pizza. Maybe the smell is you. Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about. Sorry, should keep up with chat. Smell is most of taste too. Yeah, it is. So probably why I add salt to everything. And I used to dislike spicy things, but now I don't mind them as much. And it could be because of my smell that's been lost. Should we make like a really big one? What if we did that? Like just an insanely huge one. I feel like it looks stupid, but like let's do like just a really long, awkward one like this. We'll do a little patchier on this side. And then we'll turn it down again on this side. Make it go weird like this. I want a wife to tell me when I smell bad. Right now my roommate just does it all the time, even after I shower. Smooth. Sounds like a good roommate though. Food must have gotten so bland though, because a big part of food is smell. Yep. It's true. Sounds gross, but pizza was dry from yesterday, so it fits. Gotta soak it up again with that like cream cheese or whatever. Unfortunately, it's already eaten up, but the dough was like a yum cracker because I baked it again. Nice. That's why the cream cheese would fit so good. Creamy. This is the blood of the ancient pizza makers. Wait, what'd you say? I want to wipe. Oh, okay. See. Yep. Pizza. Pizza's so good though. I don't know where you guys live, but I assume most of you guys are like in Europe because I'm streaming like during work hours. Well, I guess the work hours are now over, but most of you guys are either live in Europe or you don't have jobs or school. I guess it's summer. Nobody's in school. But I like what's that place? Papa Murphy's, is that what it's called? Oh, I gotta look it up now. Pizza places. What's it called? Is it Domino's? Little Caesars, that's the one. Alright, found it. Little Caesars. I like Little Caesars pizza. Everybody hates Little Caesars, but I actually really like it. It's simple and effective. Maybe it's just me though. Most people I hear though, they don't like Little Caesars. Chat is finished. Take the chance. You can continue. Wait, what? Oh, I caught up with chat. Yeah. Yep. I tried, but then I got distracted by talking about pizza. Smooth. I live on Taco Island. Oh, how is Taco Island? I heard they serve pizza there. Did you get that joke because it's called Taco Island, but then I said pizza instead? Pretty funny, right? Merca. See you guys. Catch you later, Anti-Generic Games. Glad to have you here on the stream. Hope to have you in the future too. Glad you could drop by. It's 1 a.m. in most of Europe right now, so I don't know what we are doing here. I don't know what you're doing here either. Although when I stream in the morning, when you guys are awake, sometimes you don't all show up either, so I don't know. You guys only watch streams at 1 a.m.? Maybe it's because, like, finally, free time. I can watch a stream. And then you picked mine out of all the streams that you could watch right now. You picked mine. Why? Actually, that's a legit question that I'd like an answer to. Why did you pick to watch my stream? Out of all the things you could be watching right now, why would you pick mine? What's so special about mine? I'm just a random dude drawing pixels on a screen. Why would you watch my stream? Do tell. Spill the beans. It better be an answer that really strokes my ego too. Otherwise I'm going to be upset. No, just kidding. Oreo pizza. Oh, that sounds yummy. I have had that before. Oreo pizza is good. Oh, fun fact. Oreos don't have milk in them. Believe it or not. I love Oreos because they're amazing. And it's not real cream. It's fake cream. It's just oil. Colored white. Pure garbage, very unhealthy, but so yummy. I like banana on pizza. Pineapple is gross though. Pineapple is gross. I don't know about banana. But is it really a pizza if it's like one of those dessert pizzas? It's more like just a pizza shaped dessert, you know? So I don't know if I could call it pizza, but I still will because it makes sense. Here we go. It's a lot of dirt. Should we do another wall one? We only have 2 wall ones. Yeah, we should do more wall ones. Do a little wall one. I'm here for the dirty dirt pixels. Well, you came to the right place. Because guess what? We're drawing some dirty dirt pixels here. Look at this dirt. It's so dirty. That's probably why they call it dirt. I don't really watch streams, but when I do, I usually watch smaller streams of people actually interacting with their chat and having a good time. Nice. True. It is much more difficult to watch a stream. You have to really appreciate the content, I think, when the stream is large enough that you know if you chat anything, it's just going to get swallowed up into the endless void of other chats. So that makes a bit of sense, actually. Just a bit, though. I'm joking. Don't take anything I say seriously, please. The stream is nice. Background noise for testing Yu-Gi-Oh decks. Nice. I've always wanted to get into Yu-Gi-Oh, but I never did. Instead, it was Magic the Gathering, which...
Do you want some spicy potatoes?
Oh, thank you. My wife just brought me some potatoes. She's so nice. What a nicey. What a nicey wicey. She's trying to be extra quiet so that you don't hear her. She's like she's like sneaking away now. And she's gone. Now I have potatoes. Yummy. That's what happens when you stream all the way till dinner time. Potato gaming. The Oreo pizza, I had a Mariana sauce, Colby Jack, cheddar, mozzarella, Italian sausage, and Oreos. That's not an Oreo pizza. I guess it is. You put Oreo on a pizza. But still. The stream is nice. Oh, I read that. Oh no, I meant banana on normal pizza with salami, etc. Yeah, you're just okay. But not all the fun small streamers stream from like 12 to 4 a.m. for me. I'm here for ya. Streaming at the worst hours possible. I got your back. Data Potato would be pleased. He would be. Where is he? He should hop on the stream so I can tell him I'm eating him. I'm eating potatoes. Pretty good too. Now you guys get to just listen to me while I talk with a mouthful of potatoes. Excellent. Lol, my girlfriend would have never done that. Instead, she would have come in screaming why I was away for so long for stupid stuff like my game. Dang. I'll ping him right now. I guess if you're that good of a friend with Data Potato, I hesitate to ping anyone. Oh, I should check. I did a poll on Discord whether I should ping people whenever I do a stream. Let's see what people said. 21 votes for yes, that's 50%. 12 votes for no, at 29%. And then 9 votes for I don't care, at 21%. So does that mean I should just ping every time I do a stream and then scare away the 12? Oh, more people voting. Scare away the 28% that don't want to be pinged. I mean, I guess they can turn off pings, but then the pings are off for things that they might want to get pinged for. So I don't know. Even then, the percentage would have to be insanely high. I still don't know if I'm going to ping for every stream. So whatever that's worth. That's my 2 cents. Okay, the nice thing about the dirt stuff is there's no actual shading. I can turn these and rotate them as much as I want. So I can make this come out of any wall. And same for that. I could turn this crescent upside down and inside out and whatever. And nobody's gonna care because there's no real shading. The banana sounds pretty good actually. Pair it with some broccoli and deviled eggs and you have yourselves a delicious pizza. You made me think of it. I do like to eat peanut butter on bananas. Oh, I'm dying. I do like to put peanut butter on bananas. And I used to eat peanut butter banana sandwiches. I'm dying. Oh, man. Excuse me. I love potatoes and fries. Hey, Moonstar. Have you been here this whole time? I just didn't realize it because I'm the worst at streaming. Yeah, you said same a while back. My bad. How's it going, Moonstar? Good to have you here. Add a stream pings roll you can ping. That might be a good idea. I mean, like if you want to get pinged for the stream, add this. Little did Artindi know, his potatoes were poisoned. Oh no. Plot twist. Ah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna just do a normal one, and then we're gonna do some corner ones. I just realized we need to have some corner dudes, some corner stains. That'd be good. I just joined in. Nice. I'm making a gorilla pizza game. I'll put it on itch. Link in chat in a bit. Sounds good. Gonna whip it out in the next couple minutes here. JCR Wood, though, welcome to the stream. Looks like that's your first little chat. I just put it in here. Hi, says Hypered. How's it going, Hypered? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. We're working on a sprite sheet to add debris to the floor in the game I'm working on. What are you guys all working on? Looks like a couple people just joined. What are y'all working on? Do tell. Fill us in on your great adventures. Or not working on, maybe you're just playing a game or something. I like to play like Minecraft or other grindy games while I listen to streams. Then every once in a while, I'll stop and chat something, you know. Oh, it was poisoned. I'm dying. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually dying. What's the game? It says Stardust Animations. Are you talking to me? I'm going to assume you're talking to me. The game is called Cost, working title. It's an inverted roguelike. So you start out with uber strong powers, fight your way through, and when you reach the end, you lose an ability, like this. Now here, you're weaker. And then you have to fight through again. And so on. Until you have almost no abilities, and then you have to fight through in your weakest form. Quite challenging. But at least everybody gets to try out the full power abilities in this roguelike. So that's one of the downsides of roguelikes, is you really got to try hard to get to the full OP level. This one you don't. You get to do it no matter what. But then you don't get the satisfaction of winning unless you play as the weakest among us. I'm working on a mod for a game, just finalizing some stuff before a playtesting build. Total conversion mod. What's the game though? What are you modding? Is it Terraria? Total conversion mod though, that'd be tough to totally convert Terraria. Artindi, how does one make a 2D game look good? Get good at art. Oh wait, I missed some comment. I just downloaded Blender and just started using Unity. Nice. What do I do now? Follow tutorials. If you're planning on making a 3D game, I guess. Good luck. It's not that it's harder. A lot of people go straight into 3D games, so what do I know? Blender though is difficult. Definitely follow tutorials for that one. Like there's no way, unless you're insanely smart, there's just no way you're figuring out Blender without watching tutorials. Like it's just not a thing. How does one make 2D game art look good though? I'm gonna talk with my mouth full. Good thing you guys can't see me. I don't know. I think it's the same as just how do you get better at art. Just make art look good. There's a lot of tricks you can use. You can do shading, obviously, for 2D stuff. Always makes it look a little better. What else? I don't know. Let's make this like that big. You can add normal maps. You can add kind of a 3D aspect to your art. Kind of what I wanted to do with this game, but I don't know if it's going to end up happening. I don't know. Animations are always very helpful. Moving pieces adds game feel. So it depends on your game, though. I think it depends a lot on your game and what kind of art style you have. So, yeah. I don't know. Does that count as a non-answer? Ooh, a roguelike where you start OP but get nerfed as you go further. Now that I've never seen before. Exactly. That's why I was like, I gotta make this. Even though I was working on a different game. Like, I'm working on a different game right now, but I put it on pause to work on this. Because I had the idea and I was like, I gotta do this right now. Because I've never seen it before, so I would think it's relatively original. Pizza Tower. Been developing it before the game even released. Nice. Pizza Tower is insanely popular. Like, people who like Pizza Tower, like, love Pizza Tower. It's weird. And I don't find the game appealing. I haven't played it, though. So maybe I just need to play it. But everybody, like, it's overwhelmingly positive on Steam. But, I don't know. It doesn't look exciting to me at all. Okay, there's a corner. Let's add another corner. We'll add a small corner. Itty bitty corner. Yo, my first stream. I love your content. Your sarcasm just makes me burst out laughing. Hang on, let me try to think of something sarcastic in response to what you just said. I got nothing. I appreciate it, though. Yeah, thank you. It means a lot to me, actually. Appreciate it. Glad to have you here, too. First stream. I've been streaming more lately, and it's a lot of fun because it keeps me focused, even though you guys distract me a lot. And I distract myself a lot. But then I always am like, no, I'm streaming right now. I need to get back to work, you know? If I wasn't streaming, I'd just be like, no, I can keep watching YouTube. Or playing a game. Because I'm a slacker. So I've been playing Noida a little bit lately. I got Noida when it first came out forever ago. And I didn't like it. I was like, I don't really like this game. But then a lot of people have started playing it again, and I think it's because Pirate Software started playing it, and so then now everybody wants to play it. And I've been seeing all these people play it, and now I'm like, maybe I'll give it another try. And so I've been playing some more of it, and it's not too bad. Definitely getting better. It's a good roguelike because the skill ceiling really is actually high, and you get better by learning about all the different things in the game. Whatever you want to give people what they want. So more Bloom. Oh, Bloom for... Yeah, Bloom can make 2D art look pretty good, actually. It'll be more like a management type thing. Like, say you need to pick which powers you sacrifice or trade one power for another. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but you are the one who asked what the game is about, if I remember right. In this game, you pick which power you lose as you go. So it's not 100% RNG, which maybe it should be if it's really an inverted roguelike, but you get to select which power you lose. So, yeah. The game is more based on performance than it is actually getting through. So if you like developing your skills and 100% of the game, it's a must-try in my opinion. I'm talking about Pizza Tower, right? He got nothing, disliked, unsubbed. Hey, I wasn't serious. It was just a joke. But I don't know. I haven't played since April. Oh, I get it. When you said, I got nothing, you have been sarcastic. Dang. Probably. Here, Artindi. You can use noise for the ground. Oh, for like these smudges? I could. I've never used noise before. I should learn how to do that because people use it in a lot of stuff for like lots of things. But I've always seen people use it and I'm like, man, that looks hard. And so then I just never learned how, which is not the way you do stuff. I should make that an episode. How to fail at becoming better at game development. Look at something and then be like, that looks hard. I don't think I'm gonna do that. And then don't do it. And that's what I've done with noise. That's what I've done with, there's a lot of stuff in game dev that I've never done because I'm just like, that looks too hard. So noise is one of them. Perlin noise. And then, what's the other one? It's a really common one. I'm spacing. It has to do with like graphics. What is it? I gotta look it up. Shaders. That's what it is. Yep. I've never learned how to do shaders because I look at shaders, or not. I don't look at them. I've seen people use them. They're like, I'm gonna add this shader, and then I see it in their video where they're like working on adding the shader in just a clip, and I'm like, dang, that looks hard. I don't want to do that. And so then, yeah, I never have because I'm that guy. Probably not the best way to do it, like I said. No, got to go. Oh, I'm sorry. Goodbye, CSBs, or however you pronounce your name. Oh, I get when he's. Oh, wait, okay. Let's keep up with it. I keep going back and reading chat messages that I've already read before. How to fail at live streaming. I love Bloom and Twilight Princess. I haven't played that. It's probably good though. Bloom can make a game look really good. I already added Bloom, he says. Well, shoot. Now you're doomed. Add more lights, though. I like to add lights to my games to make them look good. I don't even have a whole lot more than that, just plain old lights. It still looks bad, though, he says. Pizza Tower is like the second most pizza-based game. That, I don't believe you. I think maybe it's not. Because, I don't know. It is called Pizza Tower, so it makes sense. Noise and shaders. Just thought about shaders 2 days ago and started watching because they're used for so many things. They are. They're an incredibly useful tool. Yet I've never learned how to use it, and I'm the worst for that. I really ought to. Like I said, it's stupid that I haven't. Let's make this one like really pointy, you know? Let's make it really come out like this. Fast, let's steal his code. Oh, you can steal my code, I don't care. Were you looking at my code here? Yeah, you can steal my code. It's not that great. In fact, this isn't even my code. I've edited it a little bit to fit with my game, but this code is what plopped in when I created the player character. It's just like, okay, here you go. It made that for me. I have edited it a little bit to add some stuff, so I think it was just this. And it didn't have this. So, yeah. My code really isn't that impressive. Look at how many comments I have. None. Unless I'm like removing something that doesn't work. Yeah, it's really not that great. I hate shaders. It feels like they used a completely different coding language, at least for GameMaker. Hate's a strong word. You must really not like it. Oh shoot, that's what hate means. Yeah, I'm just happy with the look of Don't Leave Me Hanging right now. It is a good look. It's not bad. It was quite an appealing look. Although to be honest, it's in the past now, so don't judge me. I don't think I gave it a really high rating for uniqueness. I think I did because it was still pretty unique, but if you think about it, it's just a slightly different way to do a respawn, you know? But I can't remember for sure exactly how I rated it. It got a good rating, I believe, but I think most of your rating was in execution, like the final whatever. It was good. I did like it. I struggle to make 2D games look good, so I'll have to look into it. That's probably the best thing, though, is actually just play a lot of 2D games, and instead of playing the game, look at the game and see, like, analyze it in a different way than you normally would. Focus more on why you find it visually appealing instead of why you enjoy playing it. Might learn some stuff. Okay, is that enough dirt? That's a lot of dirt. Okay, let's add these different floor panels now. Oh, it's huge compared to everything else. Dang. I wonder if any of these dirt piles are even big enough now. That's just a normal tile. I might need to make some of these panels or like dirt patches larger. Let's see. The vent. Does me eating potatoes sound gross, or can you guys even hear it? Just like this squishing, maybe. Maybe it's quiet enough that my mic isn't picking it up. We can add another tile variety right there. Maybe a few more up here. Oh wait, we got another tile variety. Where is it? It's the drain. Yeah. Oh, there's layers. Okay. You know what'd be really cool? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna make it, paste it. I could put it here. No, we'll put it below. Stay a little consistent. I'm gonna remove the background here so it's clear, and then I'm gonna make another tile that's just this color, so I can put it behind it if I want, but then I could put something in between, right? So I put this layer down, and then I could put something in between and put this layer down, and then I could make something like something moving underneath, like a fan or something, and we get a little bit of animation behind. Could be cool. So I'm going to take this color and draw a quick fan here. How do I know if I'm... There, that's how we know. Oh, how do I know if it's matching up here, though? It looks right. Right? That should work. Make it a little bulkier in the middle here. There. Fan. I'm a fan. See, but then I could put that on top of this, behind this, but then animate it, make it spin, which could look really dope. Aside from pizza, Taco Island also has really good crayons. I would recommend the purple crayon. Nice. Potato dinner ASMR. Ha! This is a really good potato dinner. Nom nom. Gulp. That's gross. I'm sorry you guys can hear it, but you guys gotta eat. It's my dinner time. You wouldn't want me to go hungry, would you? What are you eating now? It doesn't sound like potatoes anymore. I did stop eating for a little bit, but it's just potatoes. Like, it's fried potatoes. It's almost like French fries, but like a little bit of oil. But not French fries. I don't know how to explain it. They're like smothered in oil, seasoned, and then fried in the oven. And so they're not fried really. They're like broiled, I guess. Oh no, hard to explain. Only 20 live viewers. Bro fell off. It's tough to build an audience even when recording videos. Even when recorded videos do well. Oh yeah, streaming. I stopped streaming for forever. I used to stream way back, like years ago. I was like, I'm done with that. Because I'd get on and stream, and there'd be like one person. And which is fine. I mean, it's chill, but I was like, there's no point in doing that. Because the point is to like hang out with people, and if I'm just hanging out with one person, I could do that just in a Discord call or something. And so, yep. Scrapped that. But then finally felt like I could give it a try again. Seems like it's going okay. I'm grateful to everybody who shows up. The oiled up potato. Yep. Love the videos. Helps me learn some things while I have fun. Thank you. You're welcome. Glad they could help. Or not help, I guess. And it depends on how closely you're following them. Your vids are peak. Thank you. Then why are you eating crayons? I'm not eating crayons. Oh, you're talking to the other guy. One day he'll stop replying to every comment because he'll have grown too much. Probably not. Let's be honest. I'm not that great of a streamer. I'm pretty boring. I asked recently. I was like, why are you guys even watching me? Probably just to be like part of something. I don't know. I actually understand watching a smaller streamer like this, because you feel like you can actually get some interaction. It's way more enjoyable, in my opinion, as a viewer when it's a smaller stream. So, yeah. Because we love you. Aw, thanks. I love you too. I replied, I watched because game dev. Game dev. I don't know what else to add. I think that's everything. Is that everything we made? The grate, the vent, floor tile, wires under. Yeah, I got that. Is that it? Boom, dong. See, now here's the question. Should I remove the cracked tiles? See the cracked tiles just chilling around? Do they look out of place now? Or should it just be more like these solid looking things? I was gonna make this place look a lot more desolate and ruined. I don't know if the cracked tiles do it. Oh, I got the hiccups. I'm dying. Ugh. The swastika thing, I laughed so hard. I'm glad you were entertained. That is one of the scary things about streaming, actually, is people, I don't know, they really enjoy tricking a streamer into saying something or doing something questionable. And I feel like I'm susceptible to those kind of things. You're awesome. No, you, Ben Scott. You're awesome. That's Ben Scott's third comment, and he's been here for the whole stream. Or third chat. He's like the lurking master. I can't ever lurk that long. Eventually, like, somebody will say something, like, I gotta say something. I gotta put in my 2 cents. But not Ben Scott. He can hear stuff and then be like, I'm not gonna say anything at all. What a legend. Can you explain that MP3 of you saying KYS? What? You forgot the pizza box. The pizza box. No pizza box. What would it look like? Be a big pizza box. Be like, this. Pizza boxes are white, right? We'll make it faded. It's an old pizza box. And I'll have these flaps. There's a flap. Pizza box flap. You guys are going to be amazed how accurately I can make a top-down pizza box. You're going to be like, holy crap, he's such a good pizza box drawer. I'll be like, I know. Put it on my portfolio and my resume. Top-down pixel art pizza box. Stuff of legend. Okay, now we're going to add some stuff. You can tell I'm focusing because I went totally silent there. unbelievable pizza box. Pizza box. Robots love pizza. What game? This is Cost. By the way, what are you working on? This is Cost. It's an inverted roguelike. You lose abilities as you play. I'll show you real quick while I see what you guys think of my pizza. Wait, YouTube just reverted their awful UI update, I think. Oh, really? People hate it? I noticed that like this morning, and I was like, boy, this is interesting, but whatever. Also, when they made the change, I got like a dramatic increase in views suddenly for some reason. I was like, I wonder how that affected the algorithm. But it was just like for like really briefly, so it might have just been a fluke. Yeah, this is the game. You start out OP, and then over time you'll become weak like this. Ugh, I'm so lame. Put an Italian stick figure with killer mustache holding pizza. Oh yeah, there has to be a mustache. Instead I did an upside down pizza sunset. Should add a mustache somewhere though. Mustache. Let's make it darker. Pizza. Taking my time eating it. Hang on. Take last few bites. Potatoes are all gone. Thank you. There's the pizza box. It's going to be a sprite in the sprite sheet that might not ever get used. And then years from now, when my game is famous, people will be analyzing it like they do with Minecraft. And they'll be like, there's a pizza box. And then they'll be like, what does this mean to the lore? Does it mean that robots actually like pizza? Is this a world where pizza used to be a thing? Right? Who knows? That's interesting. Thank you. Blue Panther. Where's the pizza box? It's right here. Look at it. Probably bad because I stopped clicking on video because I couldn't see them while watching. So basically, the faster you go through the levels, the more strength you keep. No, each time you complete a run, so there's a section, I'll show you. You get through this section. Here's what it looks like. So you start here. Oops, go back. Start here, and then you go through 5 randomly selected sections. Get to here. When you get to here, you select which ability you want to lose, and then you start again. Here's what the end room looks like. So you're gonna select a person to save and a chip to use to save them. Depending on which person you save, the environment will become harder, and which chip you use and which ability you'll lose as well. So then you have to do it 7 times to save each person. The last time you're only going to have 1 ability, and the environment will be 6 times harder than it would be. But it's up to you to choose which ones you think will work best, and then you have to play through it 7 times. So that's the idea. Kind of a cool idea, I think. Cool enough that I was like, I gotta make that game. So I guess it was, that cool. Hated the multiple scrolling sections. That's just bad web design. I didn't check it out long enough to see how stupid it was. So I'm gonna trust you. If they reverted it, then yeah. The mustache is a little too saturated. Is it a little too much for the rest of the box? Let's see. Just go a little bit darker. A little bit darker. There. How's that? Saturation reduction. Pizza! I'd eat that pizza. If this box showed up on your porch, would you eat it? Not the box, but what's inside. I gotta eat, man. I'll all I have is instant ramen. You don't have pizza with all those insane toppings, though? Didn't we agree on secret ending where you bring pizza back to a world? That could be. You should make some rusted grates. Maybe give them a small chance to fall if you step on them. That would be cool. We're not adding any mechanics to the game, though. The game is done. All we're doing is decorating. But some destructibles or other things that move or interact while you walk past them or attack them would be cool. So that is an idea. Maybe, I don't know, maybe something on the floor like that. I don't know if a destructible grate would work because obviously you'd fall into it. So, yeah. But not a bad idea. What song is that? I'm feeling inspired by it, kind of. Let me see. It was Sunshine Seaside from Super Mario 3D World. And the song before that, Shopping in Port Prism from Super Mario Color Splash. Whatever those are. Too many Mario games. Ten out of 10, I'd eat the box. Nice. It does look like a yummy box. Song sounds like Mario Odyssey. Yeah, I think most of them are from Mario games. YouTube added a horizontal layout, reverted it, then edited it again, and now they reverted it. Just pick one, and don't pick the horizontal one. Nice. Welcome to the stream, by the way. RGC exists. How's it going? I mentioned newspaper. On the floor, you need dynamic flowing newspaper. I don't see, the pizza box doesn't fit. I just drew it because you guys were talking about it, so. There's a pizza box. Are there any more varieties to this type of stuff that we could add? Like we got the offset thing here. We have these. But yeah. I know in Godot 4 you could get some really cool things with just a sprite. Like you can manipulate sprite sheets really interesting ways. I learned about this because we made a game as a Discord server. It was I closed the window. I'll open it. Hang on, just a second, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So we made this game as a server, and all the sprites you see in the game all come from like one sprite sheet, except for the character and the flower that you can pick up. Wow, that's loud. So all these, everything else, it all came from basically just one sprite sheet. The backgrounds were painted separately as well. But otherwise, everything else is very, yeah, they did a good job making all these tile sets and sprite sheets. And you can like layer sprite sheets. You can take one sprite sheet and make multiple layers. So you can, like we did here. So you can say, yeah, like the grass, right? So the normal tiles were one layer, but then they said, okay, the grass is all going to be a layer higher. And so you could draw those, or like the rocks would be on a certain layer as well, or these guys were on a different layer. So you can have layers on the same sprite sheet and really manipulate it in interesting ways. Yep. On the floor, you need dynamic. I read that. The idea was that you fall into it like an industrial pit covered by leaves. Sounds cool, but oh yeah, you can't grow on concrete. I forgot. Anyway, I want to make something jazzy and a bit overly game towny, and I think it's similar to what I need. Nice. Did I just fall into an industrial pit covered by leaves? I mean, it's cool, but I'm not gonna add that. It's cool, but not. Your idea sucks. No, just kidding. It's alright. What's the other game you were working on before this one? The other game was Void Titan. I'd show you, but it seems to break streams when I try to show you. Like last time I did it, it just like paused the stream. But it's Void Titan. I guess I could show you on Steam. It's cool. Go wishlist it. Oh, it's not gonna show up on my... Actually, it would show up on my wishlist. I've wishlisted my own game. I've wishlist. Could have featured. Come on. Void Titan. Here's what it looks like. The UI has gotten an update, so this trailer is old news now, but it's essentially the same thing still. I turned the volume down though, so you can't hear nothing. Maybe I'll turn it back up.
Tasked with protecting and destroying.
That's pretty cool, huh? It's just a trailer. It's not nearly as cool as what this trailer makes it look like.
My mission.
This was fun to animate. It only took like a month.
Slay Void Titans.
Bwah. Anyway. Is this sprite sheet done? I think it's done. I can always update it later. So we're gonna change the size down to here. We're gonna save it as... Hang on a second. Oh, I closed that in accident. I need this other layer. Forgot about it. Copy. There we go. Why did it revert back? What the heck? File. Oh. Okay. File, save as. We're gonna just put it under environment. We're gonna say, what's it gonna call? Or should we do? No, we'll leave it. We'll call it the floor decoration sprite sheet. Save it as a PNG. There we go. Mission accomplished. Now we can play around with that. It's probably going to be, we'll probably do it on a different stream. We'll go and actually like go through each of the sections that I made and just decorate them. Just chill and chat on a different stream. What are you guys all saying? I want to make something, oh, I already read that. Dented or scratched ones. What? You're probably responding to something that I said, and now I don't know what you're talking about. What's the other game you were working on? We did that. I'm back after a while. Hi, Zom. Been a while. Woo, Void Titan. Ben Scott's a fan. Yes, Void Titan is pretty cool. I just have to actually finish it. There's still like game-breaking little teeny things in it. It's mostly done, to be honest. It's basically at a stage of this game. It's like pretty much done. I just need to make it not suck. I mean, like, it needs to be balanced a little, and it needs to have some more visual stuff. There are some buggy things that are a little breaking, but so I need to fix that. But yeah, hopefully not too much more effort, and I'll have that one done. Oh my glob, the other small-time streamer just started stream. Oh, who is it? Maybe I'll stop so you guys can all go watch his stream, or their stream, or wherever it is. Tell me who it is, though. I gotta know. Maybe it'll show up on my YouTube recommended. Let's see. Nope, whoever it is, I'm not subscribed to them. Now you gotta tell me who. I don't want to miss out. Oh, you can really see that you didn't use shaders. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. What did I miss? A lot of stuff. Look at all this stuff that we drew. I need to, I don't know if I'm going to add the lighting to these. I probably should. But then if I don't, I can rotate them around. So maybe stains are better. Oh, I don't know. I'm cooking right now. What are you cooking? Let him cook. Nah, it's Ace Arachnid. He does Geometry Dash and art fight stuff. So I don't know if anyone but me would be interested. I feel like a lot of game dev people in the community I'm subscribed to in one way or another. But not all of them. There's some people that I'm definitely not subscribed to just because, yeah. There are some that I can't stand to watch their stuff. I'm not going to say who because that's mean to say, but none of the small-time dev content creators. It's mostly some of the larger ones, which is also rude because now you're gonna be able to guess who I'm talking about because they're. Shh! I didn't say any of this. I can't undig myself out of this hole, so I'm just gonna say nobody talk about this. I appreciate everybody in the community. They all contribute in a different way, to be honest. So it's just my personal preference. Some of them I don't like watching their stuff, and that's just me, and I recognize that. Bread. He's cooking bread. Well, I didn't mean it in a hurting way. I mean, it's your tile. It looks unique. No, you meant it in a hurting way. I know you. I know you. I know what you meant. You meant to destroy all my confidence. Well, it's gone. It's destroyed. Even if you didn't mean it. It's what you didn't say that counts. No, just kidding. I really don't care. I think it looks good. It is relatively unique, and like I said, oh, I can't show it now because I already. Oh no, I didn't close it. Yeah, all I did was add lights to this. Talking about 2D, making 2D art look good. All I did was add lights. I don't have any shaders, and it looks all right. I've improved the UI dramatically. It doesn't look blue and in your face anymore. But yeah, like stuff like that, little things like that. It's mostly just lights and occlusion. Areas, or is it called occlusion? It's an area where the light won't shine, right? So you can cast shadows. That's mostly all I got, and it works. So, except this isn't a light. That's actually a sprite that I drew in and animated using a. Believe it or not, actually, let's watch a little bit. I'm gonna go to a clip where you can see it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so right here. There you can see like this kind of like shimmering animation, and the way I did that is actually using a particle effect. I used particles, so I made a large square, and then I made the particles only appear facing this way, and they'll only appear on a long tall line, but then it makes this kind of shimmering effect, right? Because they'll fade in and fade out. That might be too. Let's see. Is there another spot where we can see it? Right. So you see that kind of shimmering. See that shimmering look right there? Yeah, that's particles. So you come up with different ways when you don't know how to use actual shaders to achieve some visual appeal in your games. But I think I'm going to be done now. I've streamed for a long time. In fact, this might be a new record. No, it's not a new record. It's 3 hours and 50. It's almost 4 hours. Almost right at 4 hours. We're going to end right at 4 hours. We got another minute and 15 seconds. So any last minute things you guys want to say before we end? Otherwise, we're going to end in about a minute here. So we've done a lot. We added a whole sprite sheet of decorations, and probably tomorrow we'll actually just go in and decorate. We're going to decorate hard. Make it look good. Do you want to try my first game? It's playable in browser via itch. I won't be offended if you say no. I am going to say no because we're ending the stream. But I would love... Yeah, rip. He says rip right after that. But remind me in the future. I stream sometimes, especially on weekends, like on Saturday. I'll stream and play other people's games and talk about how crap they are. No, just kidding. I try to point out good things and bad things and how they could improve. I try to make my feedback constructive. But yeah, bring it up on one of those streams, and I'll be glad to play it. On development streams, though, I do try to focus on development, even though I get distracted a lot. But yeah, That shooting sound effect sounds like Contra 3 Alien Rebels. It could be. I don't know. I found the sound effect on freesounds.org. Who knows where they got those sounds? I might have to double check, make sure. I do try to adjust the sounds a little bit just in case for things like that, but who knows. Wait, I almost finished my monkey game. Nice. He's been working hard on that monkey game. Also, I feel like shaders are a little like cheating. If you don't use any, you did everything yourself. True. Because there ain't no way I'm figuring out how to make a shader by myself. I'm going to be watching a tutorial, because those are just, like, the little I've seen of them. Insane. Love the stream, bro. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Ben Scott. Glad to have you here. You complete me in my streams. Yeah. No, at the last, let me get my bread. Hype. Hype for when we add... Oh, for when I play your game. Okay. It's been a good stream. I love to have your stream on in the background while I work. It helps me focus. That's funny, because I can hardly work on lots of my stuff while there's a stream going on in the background. It's so distracting. It depends on what I'm working on. If I was just working on art, I could listen to somebody else's stream. But some other game development stuff, it's impossible. Or maybe I'm thinking of like when I've tried to edit a video. I'll be like, I'm gonna edit a video, and then I turn on a stream. I'm like, I cannot edit this video because yeah, it's impossible. Don't try to edit videos while watching streams. It does not work. Gregory, it's been a good. Oh yeah, I just read that. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good work, Jack. Okay, yeah, we're gonna end the stream now. It's been the whole 4 hours. Look, we went over another minute and 30 seconds. Not that there's a timer, but. There's your goodbye cough, and while I die, we'll end the stream. I just joined. Said you were here before. That's what you get for not staying here. You just get a goodbye. But thanks everybody for joining the stream. We're gonna end it now, and tomorrow we'll put all these stuff in there. So same time, have a stream again, same time. But bye bye for now.